Every workday gets better with great food, like that morning status meeting. Always better with bagels. And don't forget the coffee. Ops team working late? How about some Power Bowls to keep them going strong? Sandy's celebrating 10 years at the company. This calls for cupcakes. With EasyCater, you get a huge variety of favorite restaurants with tools to help meet dietary needs and stay on budget, all on one platform. So make every workday better with EasyCater. Start an order at EasyCater.com.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is the job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much left because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part? Knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at ymca.org for a better us.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Car crashes don't happen in slow motion. They happen fast. In a crash, there's no time to check if your child's in the right car seat. Don't think you know. Know you know. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Murder charges are being filed against the suspect in a fatal Fountain Square shooting. The incident happened Friday night outside the City Bird restaurant, where a staffer, since identified as Darius Wheeler, was confronted by the suspect, Christopher Shipman, over a woman. Wheeler was fatally shot during the confrontation. Shipman was later arrested and was denied bond. No arrests have been reported in the fatal Friday shooting of a woman in Lockland. The victim, a woman in her 30s, was shot near North Wayne Avenue and died at the scene. Anyone with additional information is asked to contact police. A northern Kentucky child is hospitalized after a Sunday evening incident in Kenton County. The victim was in a yard in Independence when police say a trailer somehow came loose and rolled and hit the juvenile. The child was taken to Cincinnati Children's Hospital for care. There's been no word on their condition. Police are investigating after a man was found shot Saturday morning in Newport. The victim was discovered about 3:30 in the morning near 10th and Monmouth Streets. They'd been hit by gunfire multiple times. He was later reported as hospitalized in stable condition. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Bingan, Feed, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati and YouTube people. Yes, my new YouTube people. I hope everybody switched over today because we're no longer on Facebook. Yes. So we're strictly YouTube, and it's not my doing, okay? I just go along with the program, all right? If I could have stopped it, I would have. But here we are. And hey, just subscribe to YouTube. Just go on there and you're there. It doesn't cost you anything. Or the other alternative is the Buzz app. Go to the Buzz app. Download the Buzz app, and you'll be good to go also. You just won't be able to see what some of the people are saying. Yes, we're starting off as usual, Grand Rising. Everybody's happy. Grand Rising. It's going to be a great day. Have a great day. And for some reason, near the end of the show, everybody's a MF and this. I don't understand it. If we could stay this way all day, I would be happy. Yeah, good morning, Lincoln. Yes. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Yes. All right. We do know Brent Beard is there. He's going to be there, Brent Beard. And he's already complaining. You know, good morning, Uncle Lincoln and Boo-Tubians. Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, somebody said, you're funny. We are your YouTube people. Yeah, you're my people. Yes, my people. And I love my people. Yes. All right. Hope everybody had a great Mother's Day yesterday. Hope all you mothers enjoyed yourself. And here's where we are. Boy, so much happened over the weekend. Oh, man. The shooting at Fountain Square. Oh, man. And this guy, he's not going to be able to say self-defense. He's not going to be able to use self-defense. Because apparently the police, with their investigation, they said the guy was running away. Anyway, he confronted the guy down at City Bird because the dude at City Bird was seeing his woman. Yeah, the two guys were seeing the same woman. And I guess they found out about each other, or the one dude found out about the other dude, and he was going to put a stop to it. Now neither one of them will end up with the girl. Neither one of them. 'Cause this other guy, he's probably going to jail for almost a lifetime, and the other guy is gone. So she'll get a new girl. A new guy. Well, I don't know. Maybe a new girl, too. I don't know. Speaking of girl, the girl who shot her girlfriend, judge found her not guilty. The judge found her not guilty. Remember last week this time, they were just starting the trial, and we were talking about it, and she said she didn't know what she was going to pull out that purse. When she reached in the purse, it could have been a gun she was pulling out. She didn't know. She was in fear of her life. So she shot her and killed her, and she got off for self-defense. Yeah. So, man, that was something. And, man, Wembanyama, I think that's it, Wembanyama, who plays for the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio would have won the game, but he got thrown out of the game in the second quarter for elbowing the dude. Wembanyama. That's what it almost sounds like. And he's definitely carrying the Spurs. They almost pulled it out without him. But they weren't able to. And so now they play again Tuesday. They go back to San Antonio. Yeah. But now they're saying he could be suspended. I'd say just charge him a larger fine and don't suspend him. You can't just hand the Timberwolves this series here. You can't hand it to them because that's what the NBA will be doing. And I guarantee you, if they suspend him, the numbers are going down, and you got to look at all that. So just give him a higher fine, and maybe the team will help him out. And, yeah. But I just can't see them suspending him right during the playoffs for this. Something happened up in Laughlin. Yeah. Laughlin near Lincoln Heights. Woman was shot right there on North Wayne Avenue. And they locked the whole area down. They thought it was a guy going around shooting people. They locked the whole area. They told people to stay in their house. But apparently the lady was an African who he shot. And one of the witnesses says he knew her, and she would always, preach the Bible. And he said she wasn't married, but she told me Jesus was her husband. Yeah. He said Jesus was her husband. He said she'd always be playing gospel music. Maybe she was listening to Erica Campbell. Who knows? But, man, shooting there in Lincoln Heights. Now there was another shooting last night in Lincoln Heights, I think. So, but the Fountain Square shooting, here we go again. Remember right after the City Bird shooting? Before, that's when all the heat was put on Chief Thiegy. What's going on with these City Bird people? What's going on down at City Bird? They have great chicken. I love City Bird chicken. They have some really good chicken, real tender and everything.
Somebody stole my piece of chicken.
And, man, 2 shootings taking place at a little restaurant tucked away at Fountain Square. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. A man is, I guess they'll probably sue the Cincinnati Police Department. They sicked one of their police dogs in the house because the kid wouldn't come out, and he had been seen on social media with a gun. And when they went to the house, he was in his bed asleep, and he wouldn't come out because he didn't hear him calling. So they sent the dog in to attack him, and boy, dog bit him up real good. The boy was being sought on a warrant for an alleged electronic monitoring violation that occurred 2 weeks earlier. A violation, his attorney says, is typically addressed at a court hearing. There was no reason for them to come to my house with that magnitude, the teen's mother said. His family and attorney say the decision to release the dog inside the home was excessive. Police officers said they followed policy and acted on a safety concern, pointing out to a social media image of the teenager holding a gun. So they figured the dude had a gun, and when he didn't come out, they said, oh, he's not saying anything. He's held up in there with that gun. Let's send the dog in. And they showed pictures of his arm, and that dog bit him up pretty good. Bit him up real good. Dog. Man, the union is defending the use of the police dog. Of course they are. They say they follow policy. And the kid had no business being on social media with a gun, and he's on probation. Yeah. City officials blurred a body camera footage that was initially released to Richard's attorney. Unredacted footage was later made available to the attorney, and it can't be viewed by anyone else due to the court order. The court don't want you to see this. Man. Police ordered the teen to get down and put his hands behind his back. I can't, he said. I'm trying. Yeah, how you gonna do that and a dog is biting on you? They kill me with that stuff. He said he can't. He's trying. The dog's biting him. I wouldn't either. The dog is biting. You want to get that dog off of you. He said, it feels like my arm is fixing to fall off, he told officers. He got you good. You should have surrendered when we were announcing. Well, apparently he was asleep. He said, I swear to God, I was asleep. And the police said, nobody's sleeping through that. Boy, oh boy. So I guess they were yelling, come out with your hands up. He must have been in a deep sleep. A deep sleep. They probably, you think they tore the door, breached the door? They probably did. I don't know. But maybe one day we'll see the video of it. But right now, the judge does not want you to see it. So we got a lot going on today. Fountain Square. Is this going to scare people from coming downtown? Will we hear from Jeff Ruby's daughter? Anything happens around the Ruby restaurant down there, she's speaking out. So we may hear from her soon. Welcome again to all the folks who moved over from Facebook to YouTube. Thank you for coming. I see you all there. Appreciate it. Yeah. And we'll be reading some of your comments later on. And I'll still talk to you during the breaks. I'll still be able to talk to you during the breaks. So it'll be business as usual. Business as usual. Except it's on YouTube and not Facebook. Simple as that. All right, what else do we have going on? Boy, we got a lot going on, let me tell you. The Western Hills Viaduct closed going both ways. So you have to find another way to get to the west side of town. Yeah, I guess what do you do? 8th Street? I guess you can get over there. 8th Street. There's so many ways to get there, but I never go over on the west side of town, so I wouldn't know. The only way I know to get over there is the Western Hills Viaduct. That's the only way I've ever gone over there. Well, maybe I have 8th Street. I've taken that 8th Street and get over there. But I can't, hey, what can I say? They'll be closed Monday through Friday as Duke Energy is doing work to get ready for the new viaduct, which has taken way far too long to get started. But they're waiting on they're doing this work so that they can break ground and start the new Western Hills Viaduct, which will take, maybe a couple of years to get rolling. It won't take as long as the Brent Spence Bridge, but at this rate, the way they're going with their Western Hills Viaduct, it might finish the same time as the Brent Spence Bridge. Yeah. So we'll see. But they should have started on this at least almost a year ago, 6 to 12 months ago. They should have been started on this. They should have started working on that long ago, but they've messed around and him-hawed around, and the price has gone up. They had to cut down some things they wanted to do. So, yeah, it's I just don't understand why it's so hard to get jobs going in this town. It's just so hard to do. All right, we need to take a break, and then we'll come back. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. 1230, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
What's up? Somebody said, I know Stefan is happy. Does Stefan know about the closure of the viaduct? y'all cracking on my man Stefan. Leave Stefan alone. Your show can be shared on people's personal Facebook page. Okay. I don't know how you do that, Willie Franklin, but I guess they can do it. I'm so sad about losing the Facebook chat. Oh, Seabreeze, you'll get over it. Come on. It's just going to take you growing pain. You know, we don't like change here in Cincinnati. All right, I saw, is it Dina Johnson? Yeah, Dina Johnson was at, over at the Grenadier on Friday. I got to bring that up. Dr. Melvin's boy. That Dina Johnson is something else. That girl, she loves to party. She's a party person. Yeah. And see, a lot of people on here, your YouTube name is different than your Facebook name. So this is bull, Lincoln. The interaction sucks on here. Well, hey, I tell you. But anyway, you might want to tell me who you are, because some of these names on YouTube don't match up with the Facebook names. So I don't know who the hell you are. Yes. Yes. What's up, Nathan? Now, who is Jerica on here? Who is Jerica on YouTube? I don't know.
Porn Addict 69.
You better hope. I don't know if she's on here or not, but you better hope she's not. Ken from Cincinnati, living in Virginia. What's up, Ken from Cincinnati, living in Virginia? How you doing? LaDonna Howard, how you doing? Okay, I recognize Sierra. Yeah. What's up, Nathan? Glad you could join us this morning. What's up, Elaine Patterson? Well, your name is there pretty much on YouTube, Elaine, so I know you. But a lot of these other people, their names, you know, Maurice Williams. Oh, you like that we're on here now, Nathan? Oh, okay, why? Tell me why, Nathan. What's the difference? Well, I know one difference, but any other differences? Eloise, what's up? Gene Joyner, what's up? What's up, Twin? You better be glad we're not on Facebook, Twin. The way they was eating you up. You should be glad, Twin.
Foundation.org.
1230 The Buzz. Streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's the Lincoln Ware Show till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And I guess allergies or something. I woke up, I didn't know I was this stuffy until I started talking to Terrence Howell when I got in here this morning. I didn't talk to anybody, but I talked to Bo. Sharon was asleep when I left, you know. I didn't talk to her, but I did talk to Bo, but I didn't recognize that was like allergy out here today. Anyway, what can you say? I got the superintendent, Cincinnati Public Schools, calling in at 11. I got Brenda from Four Seasons Travel. She's got a new trip. I haven't talked to, who was it? Sandra Mitchell, since she took the seniors to New York. I know that. Like I said, the bus driver was probably going to have to stop every 10 miles. Stop and let those seniors get out there. And I think some young folks went with them, too. And even some young folks with babies went, too. Oh, boy, that trip is getting crazier and crazier. I can't wait to hear from Sandra Jones on that trip to New York with seniors and young folks and babies. Oh, Lord. Strollers? Oh, God. Let me off at the next rest stop. I'll find my way back. Oh, yes. All right. Oh, man, I can't imagine what happened on that trip. Man. And so some of the passengers from that cruise ship with the hantavirus, they've been moved. The ones from the United States, they're in Nebraska now. And one of the other people got the virus there. Well, you know, so they'll stay around there for at least a month or so to make sure they're okay before they let them go home, I guess. Man, we don't want another COVID situation, and all the experts are saying this is not like COVID. This is not like COVID. This won't spread like that. We'll see. All right. Let's go downtown to the CrimeStopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. And how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was wonderful. What about yours?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Busy, but pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
Yes.
You came back revved up today.
Well, you know, this is the first day on YouTube only. We signed off of Facebook, and so you have to come in at 10 when you change something like that. People don't like change here in this town, and when you change something, but I think they'll get used to it. They're lining up pretty good, so I think they'll get used to it. So, what did you do? Anything?
I went to dinner with my mom.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah.
That's great. Well, who are we looking for today?
Cincinnati Police District 3 is looking for Casey Pickens. Mr. Pickens is wanted for felony robbery, felony strangulation, and misdemeanor domestic violence. On May 4th of 2026, during a dispute, Mr. Pickens struck the victim in the head and face several times before strangling the victim, making it difficult for the victim to breathe. Mr. Pickens stole the victim's cell phone before fleeing the scene. Casey Pickens is a black male. He's 33 years old. He's 5'9" and 175 pounds. Casey Pickens has a history of weapon and drug offenses and obstructing official business and was last known to live on West 70th Street in Carthage. Stanley Brian Bishop Jr. is wanted by the Ohio Adult Parole Authority for a felony parole violation. Mr. Bishop was originally charged with flight to avoid prosecution. Stanley Brian Bishop Jr. is a white male. He's 28 years old. He's 5'10" and 208 pounds. Stanley Brian Bishop Jr. has a history of domestic violence and was last known to live in Butler County, Ohio. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Casey Pickens or Stanley Brian Bishop Jr., please call CrimeStoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day. That's cash money for your clues, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.
All right, you too. All right, that's Detective Tiffany Green on the scene right there. And speaking of the Fountain Square shooting, boy, I saw the mother of the shooter, and, man, she was just, you would have thought her son had been killed because she was just hurt that her son would do something like that, and she just couldn't believe it. She was crying, and she was really sad that her son had killed someone, and I felt sorry for her, but man, boy, oh boy. He claimed self-defense. His name is, the victim was Darius Wheeler. Darius Wheeler was the victim's name, Darius Wheeler. And the person who killed him, his name was Shipman. I don't see his first name here, but Christopher Shipman. Christopher Shipman, who was 36 years old. The victim was 25 years old. Yeah. And they wrestled over a gun that Shipman legally possessed and pulled out during the altercation. But see, the thing about it, he came down to the guy's job. And I think that's what's going to hurt him. I don't know if he's going to be able to prove self-defense on that one. You come to my job talking about this woman. And I don't know if he's going to be able to prove self-defense. But we'll see what happens. Trial will start sometime near the end of the year, probably. Who knows? All right, let's go to before we go to the phones, we might as well take a break. We'll come back. Gerald Prophet, Brent, Ponytail Wells, who I didn't talk to during my remote, and Bill, all holding on. Yeah, I just can't talk to Curtis Wells when I'm doing a remote. I just can't do it because he upsets me so much. I don't want those people to see me, having and I don't want them to think I was crazy while talking to Curtis Wells. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more.
That is my woman. Now he playing mental illness. Never over a man or a woman. What's up, Foster? D. Goss? Keep Bill on hold until 12:59. Sad over a damn woman. She must have the whip appeal. Got that whip appeal. She was playing both of them. Player. She was playing both of them.
Well, now they're going to be fighting over him in prison, so.
I got you, Nate. Reciprocal, you know. You promote this show, and you can do your hot mic Cincy on our chat there. You know, he promotes the Lincoln Ware show. I've been on his show before. I've been over there. Yes, I've been over there. And, of course, Kevin Aldridge, he fills in for me, and he's on there every week. Yes. Me and Nate, we go back a long way, Nathan Ivey. And I can't believe I watched your whole family grow up. You know, your son, I can't believe. I remember when he was born. Yeah. Oh, boy. Who is Dim said something, 98. Who in the hell are you? You're crazy. Where did you see Babyface, Seabreeze? Every now and then I start to grow this out a little bit. And then one day I'll wake up and just shave it off. I don't know. Shan said, you look older when you let your hair grow like that. You look older. Now that's my have you ever seen an Indian with a beard? American Indian with a beard? I don't think so. Think about it. Have you ever seen an Indian with a beard? A Native American with a beard. That's just some of my blood. What can I say?
It took us from a hopeless situation, and now we're homeowners. We have a savings account. I'm the first one to own a home out of my siblings.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. It's Monday. The weekend is here. Don't forget 513. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. 513 Day in Cincinnati, and Radio 1 is taking over the square. Yes. They'll have all types of things. DJs, vendors, food trucks. It's going to be off the chain this coming Wednesday, and make sure you put it on your calendar to come down between 4 and 8. The times between 4 and 8. So come on down, check us out. Brought to you by Blake Maislin, and let's see who we got. Metro. I should have pulled out my sponsors there. I'll do it the next time I mention this. I'll give you all the sponsors. I didn't have it out, but it's going to be a great time. Come on down. Radio 1 is taking over Fountain Square from 4 till 8 this coming Wednesday, 513 Day. 513 Day. Want to say happy birthday to Louis Farrakhan, who is 93 years old today. But according to Dorothy, whenever that time comes, he's not going to die. He's just going to go up in the mothership He'll join Elijah Muhammad, and they'll join that mothership circling the wheel. They call it circling the earth. That's what she actually believes that's going on. Elijah Muhammad is up there, and I'm sure Minister Louis Farrakhan will join him. Yes. And I'd like to hear from Dorothy later on today to elaborate on that story. All right, it's time for me to stop talking. It's time for me to hear from you. So let's do it right now. Let's go to Gerald Prophet. Gerald, how are you today?
Hey, how are you, Lincoln?
I'm hanging in there.
This Monday.
What's going on?
I want to deal with the police dog.
Oh, yeah.
Because probation officers, I got a little stint working as a case manager in the state of Ohio. Now, you sending a police dog into a house where you saw a young man with a weapon, and there's a potential that he could shoot you, so you send a dog in there because you're not afraid for the dog to get shot. There's some more questions they need to tell me, because I know how most of these police dogs are. Their caretakers do not want them to get harmed.
Yeah.
I am under the assumption they knew that dog would not get shot. But they knew the sleeping young man would get bit.
Yeah.
So they got to figure this one out here. This is one thing I think the police done here wrong. They sent that dog in there to
not knowing what was right. But that's what they're supposed to do, I guess. You know, they're supposed to take the chances to protect their master, whoever, you know, and they do everything to get they're trained to get the bad guy.
That's right. So
and a lot of them do get shot. They get shot sometimes. They get beat, get hit with stuff. But that's what they're trained to do. Go get the bad guy. And he was, according to the police, he was the bad guy that they thought had a gun. So they sent him in there.
That's the reason why you don't see that video.
Well, I think you don't see the video because when they were telling him to get down, put your hands behind your back, there was probably no way humanly possible for him to do that with the dog biting on him. Yeah?
Okay, guys.
And they just let the dog keep biting him.
This is one of those ones where the police knew this young man was going to get bit by their dog, and they knew the dog was not going to get shot.
It's going to be an interesting case.
That's everything.
It's going to be a very interesting case. And, like I said, there's a reason why this judge won't let us see the video. And what reason you think that is? What is the reason?
Because that's money coming out of the city for a probational person, and a lawyer going to sue him.
Yeah.
You don't want a criminal to make money, but that's what it looks like.
All right.
Going to happen.
We'll see. All right. Thanks for your call. I don't know. What do you think? We can't see the video. Only the teenager's lawyer can see the video. They won't let us see it. So that tells me there's something that's going to change people's minds about it before the trial. What's up, Mary Myers? Glad you could make the switch over. James Muhammad is here. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Yes. Yeah, did they find the gun? D-Goss, finally you had something relevant to say, D-Goss. Did they find the gun? Now, if they found the gun, they'll be able to justify sending that dog in. If they didn't find the gun, they might have some issues. Maybe. I'm not sure. But we probably will be able to hear how loud they were calling for him to come out. Could he been in such a deep sleep that he couldn't hear the yelling? For them calling him to come out. The cop says, how could you sleep through all that? And even the cop says, he got you good. And the kid says, I felt like my arm was coming off. He probably dug those teeth into that meat and was just pulling and shaking. That's how they do. Oh, boy. All right, Bill. How are you, Bill?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Hey, Sunday Soul Classics was another smash.
All right.
I heard my song.
Oh, yeah.
And I also heard The Intruders. I always love my mama.
Oh, yeah. Had to get that in. The long version.
Yeah, after the show, man, I fell asleep. I was tired. I was emotionally drained at church yesterday morning.
Oh, boy.
And I tell you. But Sunday Soul Classic was another smash.
All right.
You're still the man of power.
Well, we're going to try to make it better, Bill, real soon. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for your call. All right. He always has to throw that high in there for you, Terrence. Unbelievable. All right. 513-749-1230. We got the shooting at Fountain Square. We got the finally, I guess this happened a few months ago when the dog, Cincinnati police sent this teenager to the hospital with the dog bites. They decided to deploy dogs, and a 16-year-old boy was asleep in his bed, and he was in the hospital for a week. Now, you know, they don't like to keep you in the hospital long unless you really, they kept this kid in the hospital for a week after those dog bites. And apparently he had a electronic monitoring violation that occurred about 2 weeks earlier, a violation his attorney said is typically addressed at a court hearing, not bringing in the dogs like they did. So we'll see. We will see. And Trump has turned down the latest response from the Iranians. They turned down, you know, the treaty that Trump sent over. And so now we're still stuck. Nothing. I did find some gas for $3.99 a gallon at Wawa right there off of 275 and is it Route 4 or Springfield Pike? Same thing, I guess. Right there, the new Wawa right there off of 275 and Route 4. $3.99 a gallon. And when I saw it, I already had a little over a half tank, I guess about 3/4 of a tank full. So I said, man, $3.99, let me get this gas, you know. And it ended up being $28. You know, I'm like, geez, man. But I did take advantage of that $3.99. I haven't seen the number 3 before some gas, and I don't know when. But it was yesterday. Now today, there's no telling what it is now. But Wawa over there was $3.99. So I took advantage as best I could. All right, let's go to Brent. Brent, what's going on down in Dallas?
Oh, nothing much. We're still having unseasonably cool temperature, which I will take. I will take it all day long.
Yeah, because when it gets hot in Dallas, it really gets hot.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now, let's start off with this boo tube that we're on now.
Oh, geez.
Now, look, you love driving your Cadillac. It gets you where you need to go. And you have all the bells and whistles. Just imagine tomorrow you have to go back to driving a Gremlin.
Oh, boy.
And that's a lot of the interaction. Yeah. The interaction is not the same.
The interaction is the Gremlin, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like driving, like flying Spirit Airlines is the YouTube versus Japan Airline, which is one of the premium airlines. So, and it's, well, I'll leave that there.
Yes, just leave it there. We're stuck with it. There's nothing we can do about it. As your boy Stefan would say, we on YouTube and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Well, yeah. Well, with that, can I put in a music request? I normally don't do a music request. Yes. But can you play For the Love of Money by the OJ?
Okay.
In honor of this switch to YouTube.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Always taking shots.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to talk about is 590,000 dummies that actually paid $100 to get the Trump Gold phone. And guess what happened to the company, Lincoln?
They folded.
Yes. And guess what? Did the people get their money back?
Probably not.
Hell no. So he continues to scam these dummies left and right. Because have you seen anyone in Cincinnati walking around with a pair of those gold 1980 Trump shoes?
No, I haven't. I have not seen them. No, that's probably going under too.
Yeah, and when you're there at Crossroads, do you see anyone with the Trump Bible?
Have I what?
Seen anyone at Crossroads with the Trump Bible?
No, I haven't. No.
So these folks are getting scammed left and right. Every time there's a Trump-branded thing, they always have in there, you ain't getting your money back. So they are left looking, more stupid than they already are. And I just don't understand it. But P.T. Barnum is smiling from wherever he is because I think he was one to coin the term, a sucker is born every minute.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because they are some straight
yes, they are.
suckers.
That's what they get for following Donald Trump. That's what they get.
Exactly. And lastly, police dogs should only be used for sniffing out drugs and things of that nature. They should not be used to go in and bite people, because all it does is it's a carryover from slavery and from the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
And these white folks that be sending these dogs in just love it. To me, they get some sort of, it's like a fetish fantasy for them.
Yeah.
To relive what they call the good old days when we were enslaved. So they should not be used. No one can sit down if a dog is biting at them.
I know it. They told me, get down and put your hands behind your back. He's like, I can't. The dog. Why didn't the cop? Let's see. That's why I want to see the video. At what point did the cops call the dog off the guy when they saw he didn't have a gun?
And I've seen other videos where the cops they have the guy subdued and everything, and still haven't called off the dog because they get off on stuff like that. They get off on brutalizing and terrorizing black people.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. And it should stop. And these, if you so-called love your dog, like a lot of these folks say they love the dog, why would you send your dog in harm's way where he could possibly get shot and killed?
And most of, I've only known of one black police officer who actually had a dog. I don't know whether they reserved that for white officers. Now, I'm not saying that there's no black police officers that ever had a dog, but it just seems like to me they're all white who have the dogs. The only black police officer was Michael Cotton that I think had a dog. Well, at least he had one for Springfield Township. I don't know if he had one when he moved to Cincinnati Police. But Michael Cotton was the only black officer I've ever seen with a police dog. Now, it may not be that way, but I've only seen one. Somebody correct me out there, CPD or a former police officer. You can let me know if you have seen others. But I just don't see black cops using dogs, having dogs from the police department.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Lincoln, well, you have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Brent, thanks for your call. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. Lincoln Ware on a Monday, 12:30, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is the Trip After.
All right. I think Blade had a birthday over the weekend. it came up on my phone. Is this name Obsidian something? Obsidian Blade? It said on my face, how they, people who follow you have birthday. Well, his name came up. I think he had a birthday. Yeah, boy. Somebody said, Lincoln, I want to work in my yard. Are you on radio? Yes, I am. But Elaine Patterson, do you have a phone? You can get YouTube on your phone, Elaine. Take your phone out while you're working in the yard. I know this might be a stretch, but you could get headphones and a Bluetooth and connect it with your phone, put your headphones on, and do your yard work. Come on, Elaine, get your daughter to help you. I think you have a daughter. I'm not sure. But, yeah, Elaine, you can get YouTube on your phone. How she didn't know that? I don't know. Lincoln, are you on radio? I got to do some yard work. Yes, I'm on radio, but you can do it a lot easier the other way. That's exactly what I did yesterday, Lincoln. Laugh out. Cam Hardy. See? Okay, Cam. I like the live radio feed better than YouTube, switching back. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to Facebook. It's free.
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Did I say Facebook?
Yes, sir.
I got to get that out of my system. How long have we been on Facebook? Since the pandemic, we've been on Facebook. So I got to get that out of my mind. Just like when I go work at 100.3, I have to get the buzz out of my system for one day because I want to say, and I have said it, had to go back and, you say this all week and then you get over there and you have to, everything changes. And it's hard to teach your old dog new tricks, Lenny B, what's going on, my funk brother, Lenny B? Yeah, I still haven't figured out who Jerica is on here.
Finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at YMCA.org for a better us.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
12:30 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's Monday. And let's see, we've got Ray, J. Wright, Rick Jr., and Ponytail Wells. What's up, Mr. Wells? Curtis Wells, going once.
Everything's good.
Oh, okay. You're there. Go ahead.
What are you talking about?
Why
are you trying to hang up on me, man?
Because you didn't say anything.
Man, look, you trying to dump me. Just keep it 100. God. I'm here. Look, let's have a checkup and a neck up on some of the things we're discussing. First things first, though. You say the superintendent's coming in at 11 o'clock?
She's calling in. She can't make it in today.
She's calling in 11. Okay, here's the thing. Have the superintendent, who I respect as a teacher, but as an administrator, as a district, not having that. She's a better instructor than she is as an administrator. I know that. In fact, she would still be on my team if I was a developer school. Shauna Murphy's my English teacher. Michael Burke is my social studies. Mr. Roby is my math, and Mr. Chapman is my science. Or they would pick a designee, and I'm the guidance counselor.
Oh, boy.
If I had to pick my team for a school. Wait a minute. Mr. Wells is the guidance counselor. Shauna Murphy teaches English. Mr. Michael Burke is doing social studies. Mr. Wayne Roby's doing math, and Mr. Chapman is doing science. All right, that's for a secondary school. But Lincoln, CPS just did its budget, $472 million, $330 on the staff. Ask the superintendent her top 10 priorities for the other $155 million. The budget passed back a couple of weeks ago, April the 12th. What will be spent on the other $155 million, 1 through 10?
Okay.
Hold on point. Okay. You got to report out. You got to clean up something, Lincoln.
Yes.
Quickly. Last week you didn't want to talk to me on Friday. What is the drug court judge's name?
Oh God, Nicole Sanders. Nicole Sanders.
Okay. Look, in this thing, you ever heard of this guy named Josh Springs? Is with the Cincinnati Homeless Coalition?
Yeah, he's always anything homeless. Yeah, Josh Springs, I know him. Yeah.
Okay. He's a poverty pimp. All right, in my estimation, he's pimping poverty.
Jeez.
And then I need to clear up something that goes on with homelessness in this Board of Education, Lincoln. 1975, you weren't in school. You had graduated.
1975, I was at WCIN in my second year at WCIN in 75.
What was your age? You were born in
75. In 75, I was 25.
Okay, check this out. You're 25. Last week is when I'm about to hold Children's on point. I got to hold Iris on point. 50 years ago, you weren't a child. You let Dr. Angela Scott get something off. You started it, a child 50 years ago. 50 years ago is 1975, 1976. She wasn't born and you weren't a child. But you had a conversation about children and you weren't a child in 1975.
Oh, jeez.
Got to pay attention. And that's very important.
God.
The reason why I bring
you
this
have
up,
too much time on your hands.
Special education. No. I'm an educator. We started having you didn't grow up during the special education generation. Special ed didn't start in 1975.
Okay.
Educational services for all handicapped students. Certain conversations we're having, Lincoln, you didn't have in your generation about special education. It started during 75 when Ford was in office. Then it shifted.
Well, wait. Now they had special. Look, they had special. I remember Condon School back then when I was going to school. Condon School was a special education school back when I was going to school. It was Condon, and everybody would always crack jokes. You go to Condon. That was the special education school. So yes, they did have it.
Wait. But I'm talking about the federal overlay of what we're doing now, 1975. I want to get into this homeless thing and connect this. For one, Miss Scott and Iris and Miss Long should give a report. It's been 2 years now since this partnership with the city of Cincinnati interfacing with UC and Children's about this violence prevention. Haven't heard nothing, Iris. What's the progress? It's been 2 years. It was 2024. As well, Lincoln, the homeless situation. You let the judge, who's a drug court, bring up homelessness. Those are not the same combination.
Well, yes, it is, because if you're homeless, your chances of probably going back to use drugs is increased tremendously if you're homeless.
Mr. Ware.
Drugs out on the street.
Why I disagree
and everything.
Mr. Ware, 1987. McKinney-Vento is a federal statute about addressing homelessness assistance for students. 1987. Here we are, 2026. This is why Trump is wanting to get rid of the Department of Education. We're allowing money that's on the table to do certain things under the color of political engagement to do something else.
No, boy.
Okay, right now, I'm going to show you something. How many homeless people in the state of Ohio right now by the numbers?
You know what? That wasn't on my top priority to look it up and find it out. I don't know how many homeless in Ohio. How many? You have an awful lot of time. Hold on. Do you do any kind of work? Because you have an awful lot of time to research stuff. What?
Mr. Ware,
yes.
You let people come on the platform who do work like Miss Scott, Miss Jamila Hackworth, and discuss things. They didn't say one thing about violence when they called in, about that program they're doing with the city. Them two sisters called in.
Well, that's not what they called in for. They didn't call in to talk about that program.
Okay, Mr. Ware, hold on a second. But they're professionals, they're black women. Give the community report. Also, Mr. Ware, just so you know, Ms. Beecher said 4% of CPS students might be harmless. In the state of Ohio, it's like 1/10 of 1%. In the whole state of Ohio, it's 1/10 of 1% homeless every night. Across the whole state, there's 11.7 million people. There's like 11,700. That means Hamilton County, Ohio, should have no more than 900 homeless people every night. If it's double, it's 2,000. Wait a minute.
All right, I got to go. Thanks for your call. Your time is up. Simple as that. No, wait a minute. Your time is up. All right, 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. We've got news coming up. Or do we have time to go to another call first? I don't know. You tell me.
Well, we're still kind of waiting on the guest, right? That's coming up at 11.
Yeah, they're calling in. So
yeah,
we'll take another call. Let's go to, let's see, who's short-winded between Ray, J. Wright, or JB? I'll take my chances on JB. JB, how are you?
Hey, how you doing today, Mr. Ware?
Pretty good. What's up?
Nothing much. I just wanted to know, what are they doing about all this shooting that's going on, and how can we curb it, because it's getting bad out here.
Well, you can't. I mean, you just got, I mean, if a person got a gun and he's mad at somebody and he's going to shoot him, I don't know how you stop that person. How do you stop that person?
Right.
All right.
I just wondered.
Thanks for your call.
You're welcome.
All right. I knew it would be short with JB. I knew it. Let's take a break for news, and we'll come back on the other side. Plus, we got the superintendent, Shauna Murphy, calling in. You know what? It's close to graduation time. Again, this is the fastest year. This year went by real fast. I'm telling you. It seemed like just the other day we were talking about graduations. And we're back getting ready to talk about it again. Man. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. Shauna Murphy is my guest. 12:30, The Buzz.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Police are investigating after a man was found shot Saturday morning in Newport. The victim was discovered about 3:30 in the morning near 10th and Monmouth Streets. They'd been hit by gunfire multiple times. He was later reported as hospitalized in stable condition. Murder charges are being filed against the suspect in a fatal Fountain Square shooting. The incident happened Friday night outside the City Bird restaurant, where a staffer, since identified as Darius Wheeler, was confronted by the suspect, Christopher Shipman, over a woman. Wheeler was fatally shot during the confrontation. Shipman was later arrested and was denied bond. No arrests have been reported in the fatal Friday shooting of a woman in Lockland. The victim, a woman in her 30s, was shot near North Wayne Avenue and died at the scene. Anyone with additional information is asked to contact police. A northern Kentucky child is hospitalized after a Sunday evening incident in Kenton County. The victim was in a yard in Independence when police say a trailer somehow came loose and rolled and hit the juvenile. The child was taken to Cincinnati Children's Hospital for care. There's been no word on their condition. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
If you need to talk about it, we're here. 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, The Lincoln Ware Show on a Monday. And as we do every month, we check in with our superintendent of Cincinnati Public Schools, Shauna Murphy. Shauna Murphy, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing great. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great, but when you come into the studio, it's always better. You know, it's always better when you come in.
I apologize. You know, it's May, and lots of celebrations going on, end-of-year activities. We have our first 2 graduations tomorrow. I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person.
Why? When? What graduations you have tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow, Hughes STEM, Big Red Bulls. They graduate tomorrow afternoon, and tomorrow evening, the Euler Hat Makers.
Okay.
They graduate.
Okay.
Both at UC's Fifth Third Arena.
Oh, man, I tell you, graduation time came so quick this year, it seemed like. This year went by like too fast.
The year has flown by for sure.
Now, financial challenges, budget, the situation, and I had a caller a few minutes ago, wanted to know your top 10 priorities with the budget that you have now. How much is the budget?
We're at about $632 million.
Okay.
This year is our our budget that we're trying to meet. We did have, of course, less revenue this year, and when you have less revenue, you can't maintain what you had the previous school year. So we highlight academics first. We are trying our best to keep the classroom intact, so not having to increase the number of students per class is a priority for us. There are certain things legally we have to do. We prioritize those things. We have things, of course, like everyone else, Duke bills that we have to account for. And, everything is going up. Gas is higher. So even when you think about what it costs us to maintain our yards and our property, that is higher. Our transportation is higher every year. So it's extremely challenging.
Man, I tell you. And you mentioned the Hughes and Euler. Now, what do they specialize with over at Euler? Because you don't hear about that school that often.
Oh, you would love Euler. Euler has a media relations program.
Okay.
So they partner with the E.W. Scripps School of Journalism. So they have a podcast going over there. I have to arrange a tour for you to go see what they're doing in the world of journalism.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay. And, of course, Hughes Big Reds, big graduation there. So, and it's going to be at Fifth Third Arena. There won't be any ticket restrictions or anything like that, will there?
No tickets.
Okay.
It's a very large, generous arena. All are welcome. Their graduation actually tomorrow starts at 4:30, followed by Oilers, same location, but doesn't start till 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now tell me this: you talk about continue to create pathways for your graduates. You're talking about graduation coming up now. CPS does a great job of doing that for students, continuing their pathway after they graduate.
I appreciate that. So this year at Woodward, we added an entrepreneurship course. It is extremely popular, so much so that what we're doing for next school year is adding the opportunities for young people from different schools to be able to come to Woodward to participate in the entrepreneurship program. Much like what we did this year with the Zoo Academy. In the past, Zoo Academy had just been for Hughes students, but this year we opened it up that students across the district would be able to participate. And then next year we're excited about an automotive program that we're partnering with the Cincinnati State. So students will be able to get College Credit Plus, and also they'll be able to get their workforce credentials. So those are just a few examples, or a few more in public safety that we have for this upcoming school year that we're excited about.
Now, over this past year, I know it went fast, but what do you think is your biggest accomplishment over the past year?
Oh, over the past year, big accomplishment. Man, I'll tell you what. So the scores that we earned with the state this year in algebra are unbelievable. We increased by 9 percentage points, and we're looking forward to keeping that momentum going and increasing in other areas as well. You know, the month of April, the students took their state test, went a little bit into May. It's pretty much wrapping up, so we're excited to see how well they do with those state assessments this year.
Okay. Now, when the report cards come out? I mean,
we'll see the report cards. We'll see preliminary data late June. We'll see final data in early October.
Late June. Okay, we'll look for that. Hopefully, those scores are on the increase. Hopefully.
I'm hoping.
Yes, I know you are. All right, we got a couple of people want to talk to you. Tasha, you have a question for the superintendent.
Yes, I was going to ask her, the CPS has a property that runs into Ware Lane. It's on Baltimore, the old Hino, and it runs over to the residence area on Ware Lane. And there's been trees coming from the ground, falling. They fixed half of my fence on one side, but the tree that fell was so large it fell all the way to the other side. And I was wondering, what are you going to do? Or could you clean up the lot? Could you do something that takes us out to the danger of the trees falling onto the property?
Okay, and what street was that?
So the old Hino is on Baltimore, but it goes all the way over to Ware Lane in the residential area with houses It's a lot that sits in between my neighbor and myself.
And I'm sure the superintendent can send somebody over there to take a look at it anyway.
Well, they've been over
Absolutely.
here. I've been going through this since March last year, and they've been over. But after they fixed that one side, they said they wasn't going to do anything. First, they said they wanted to cut down some of the trees that was close to my house and clean out the lot because, like I said, the tree came from the ground. It came up from the ground. It didn't fall, wasn't a storm or none of that. It came up from the ground, fell on one side of my fence all the way to the other side.
All right. Go ahead, Superintendent.
Yeah, I appreciate this call, and I'm going to ask her if she has time to email me or somehow I can get her information so I can get with her directly. But we will have our Director of Facilities give us an update on that property and the trees over by High Knoll. I know the area. I don't know specifically the trees she's referring to, but we'll get an update on that.
Yeah, so I can give you my information, or I can take down your email.
Yeah, she's going to give you her email address. Go ahead, Shauna.
Murphy S at CPS.
I'm sorry. I did. Wait a minute. Could you say that again?
Yes, ma'am. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, she hung up trying to do something.
No.
Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see. We'll get back. She'll call back. But it's Murphy S at CPS.com?
Dash K12.
Oh, dash, okay.
Org. Mm-hmm.
Dash K12.org.
.org. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All righty. We will give it to her if she calls back. All right. Let's got one more call for you. Debbie, you have a question.
Yes, I do. I have a question. My aide sees a lot of kids outside these schools. What happened to truancy? We don't have truancy in Cincinnati anymore?
Yeah, we do have truancy. We do have truancy sweeps that take place. We do work with our school resource officers. If you also want to give a call when you see young people where they should not be during school hours, we're happy to address it.
Because she sees a lot.
Okay,
every time she comes to see, help me and stuff, she sees a lot of these kids outside these school areas, and they're not in this class.
What schools in particular? Do you have a name of a school?
No, she just.
Yes.
She just
Yeah.
pass by.
Or an area?
I live on the Banning Road, and when she comes past, when she drives, she just sees them a lot outside the school area. She never pays attention to what schools they are, but maybe outside and stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, tell her to write down the name of the schools, and then they could have somebody check into it. Thanks for your call. Now, we did get Tasha back. Go ahead. Give that email address one more time, Shauna Murphy.
Murphy S at CPS-K12.org.
Okay, I get it. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All righty.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for your call. All right. Well, let's see. Graduation's coming up and all the rest of this month. And, boy, you're going to be busy. I'm sure you will be busy.
Very busy, but I have a great team. Team. So we have board members who attend graduation. We have various members of the Cincinnati Public School leadership team. We'll wrap up our graduation season with Walnut Hills High School. And so it's always a promising season, promising time for us.
What direction will you head off for the upcoming school year, in August when school starts again? What directions are you going to take?
Well, so we'll take a look at what comes back with our school report card. For academics, in terms of behaviors and culture, we've already solidified our positive school culture plan for the upcoming school year. We're looking forward to a decrease in chronic absenteeism for this upcoming for the current school year, and then that will then drive what we do for the upcoming school year. Very much interested in continued increasing of family and community engagement. There are lots of places you'll see CPS throughout the summer, whether it is Black Family Reunion or the Pride Parade or Juneteenth celebration, we'll be there.
All right, sounds good to me. And I'm getting a lot of action on my YouTube page here on that high note. Some person said they've been trying for years to get that situation straightened out. So you might want to check into that to see what's going on over there.
I definitely will.
Shauna Murphy, that's why we have you on here. People have a problem, you'll get to the problem. Thank you for calling today, and we'll check in with you next month.
Okay, sounds good. Take care.
That's Shauna Murphy, Cincinnati Public Schools Superintendent, right there. And she'll check into that problem at Hino. That's what we do here at The Buzz. You got a problem, we'll try to solve it. Yes, that's what we do. We bring the people who can make changes to you. And I think the mayor's coming in Thursday, I do believe. Sometime this week, he's coming in. And we'll find out what's going on with him. And the latest Fountain Square shooting. And that's the one place you don't want a shooting to take place, in the heart. Fountain Square is like the heart of Cincinnati. That's what Fountain Square is. And when you've got problems with your heart, it can affect the rest of your body. And that's what we're having here. The last place you want somebody to get shot is at Fountain Square. And the police were right there on the scene, but they just can't be everywhere all the time. I guess they weren't right there on the scene. The guy had a chance to get away and turn himself in. But we'll talk about that when the mayor comes in later in the week. I'll give you a date on that. We're still working out the date. It may be Friday. I don't know if I'll be at home Friday or not. I haven't been at home on a Friday, and I don't know when. Man. But Sharon did fix me some bacon on Saturday. So there you go. See, somebody said I was in the doghouse. The reason why I wasn't working at home on Fridays to get my bacon, but I did get my bacon on Saturday.
No bread, no water, just meat.
Yes. And I was watching Martha Stewart yesterday. She was on CBS Sunday Morning, and she was doing a little Mother's Day breakfast. And, man, she had that bacon going, and she put some, I got to go back. I made sure I recorded that because she put some stuff on that bacon, and she put it in the oven just like I do. She had it on aluminum foil, and she was putting, what did she put on that bacon? But, man, it looked so good. I was like, Martha, hey, Martha, come on over to my house and cook that breakfast. Anyway, yeah. I did get my breakfast Saturday morning, so I think it was Twin said I was in the doghouse. You know, Twin, he's got issues. He's got serious issues. All right.
No, I'm not that smart.
Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Hey, Cincinnati, get ready.
It's 513 Day, Cincy.
We're turning up for the city.
Woo! And the next time we give away tickets, I'm going to give away a pair of tickets to somebody on YouTube.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, I talked to Dan about, because we need 1,000 subscribers in order to be monetized on YouTube. And I told him, I said, why don't we give everyone that subscribes, everyone from subscriber 1 up into a subscriber 1,000, a chance to win a prize.
Okay.
And he said, okay, I'm going to run that by, he said, that's a great idea. I'm going to run that by Sonny, but I haven't heard back.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm working for the people, okay?
All
I'm
right.
trying to put some work in I'm going to ask for an update today and see how that goes.
Yeah. Lincoln is fiending bacon, watching old Martha cook it up. Now, I just happen to be watching CBS Sunday Morning. I watch that every Sunday morning. There's two things I watch on Sunday mornings: Cincinnati Issues and CBS Sunday Morning.
Who hosts CBS Sunday Mornings now?
Paula. What's her name? Paula. God, I can't think of her last name. And Paula. ABs. I can't think of her last name. Somebody would tell me on YouTube. It's Paula. Oh, God. Not Paula Zahn. what is her name? But until somebody tells me on YouTube. But yeah, I was gonna like when we have tickets to the music festival or something, I was just gonna announce it on YouTube. Jane Pauley. I said Paula. I was close. Jane Pauley. Yeah.
No, you were not close.
Paula. That's yeah.
If you had said Paulie, I would have figured it out. You said Paula.
Yeah. I know. I said I knew. But anyway, I watched that show that is the best show on TV, CBS Sunday mornings, other than Cincinnati Issues on Sunday. Did anybody see Mika Owens? Did you check out Mika Owens Sunday morning on Cincinnati Issues?
I have to catch it online.
What did you think? Who is Dims Die in 98? Who is that? Dims Die in 98. Yeah, so what I was going to do is just announce it on here and let you folks call in to win the tickets. So it's going to be beneficial for you to subscribe to YouTube. And then we'll give away the other ones on the air. But at least one time, it'll be open to the YouTube. At least one of the tickets, a YouTube person will be able to win and not an over-the-air person. We'll do that at least one time. I saw Pinka Owens. Pinka Owens. Oh, boy. YouTube does seem to have less delay, but the Facebook chat was much better. Yeah, Jane Pauley is still hosting that show. She's been around a long time, Jane Pauley. They never do a close-up of her face. She's always...
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. They always a long way away from her. They never do a close-up.
That's funny.
Somebody said the delay on YouTube is not as bad as the delay on Facebook. 1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And yeah, if it was only one thing I could change, it would be the music. If I could just go back to our old music, believe me, I would do that. Yeah, I would do that. All right, 513-749-1230, Lincoln Ware with you. And let's go back to the phones. Looks like he's never wrong, but he's always Jay Right. How you doing? And he's gone. He hung up. Anyway, Ray, how you doing? Ray must.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yes, I hear you.
Okay, what's up, Lincoln Beatley? Couple things.
Yes.
This shooting on Fountain Square. Now, this chick, she was juggling two guys, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if one knew about the other. Now she ends up with neither one of them.
Well, see, I'm not going to say she was juggling two guys. Maybe she had broken up with one of them for the other guy, and then he was mad about that. And, he just had, and he thought no, she's not broke up with me. She ain't going to, and I don't know. I'm not going to say she was juggling the two. I'm not going to go as far as saying that yet.
Yeah, but chances are she probably will be a witness at this trial.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens. Lincoln, have you ever fought over a woman, even in your single days?
No.
It's not worth it.
Why would I fight over a woman if I was married? It had to be the single days.
I said in your single days.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's not worth it. But Lincoln, a couple of things I knew.
I used to leave them. They didn't leave me. I left them. They didn't leave me. I left them. Okay, you got that.
Lincoln, I don't agree with Brent on anything, but on this one, these dogs. They're trained to kill, right? These canines, are they trained to kill?
They're not trained. I don't think they're. No, they're trained to subdue. They're not trained to kill.
At what point do the dog knows?
The dog does not know. It's the trainer. Okay, it's his handler who tells him to release whatever word they use. Sometimes they use a German word. Sometimes they use English words. But they tell him to release, and that's when he's supposed to stop.
Okay, so at what point does the cop say give that word? You know, it's almost like what Brent said. They get off on that.
Yeah. I think they do.
What went on in the 50s, in the 60s, you know, and they hear what happened from their parents and grandparents, and for some reason they get off on that. You know,
I think there's some cops have that mentality. They like to see their dog doing what he's been trained to do, and that's get somebody and bite them up good. I mean, that's what they're trained to do. Subdue the situation, the whoever the threat is, you end the threat. And I think the video is going to show that the threat was ended and the dog kept biting.
Right. Yeah, but the whole reason why Brent brought that up, and I'm backing him on it, is just that what the cops, not what the dog did, but what the cops get off on, seeing that happen.
Yes.
Well, look at a couple of things. Now, when it comes to this self-defense or I fear for my life, I'm going to give you 3 examples. You got a cop that says, I thought he had a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Gives him carte blanche to shoot someone, and they get off. You got a lady that says, I thought she had something in her purse.
Mm-hmm.
So she kills another lady, and she got off.
Yes.
And then you get this cop where I think he was convicted. Remember, he went into this black chick's house, and she was boiling water, and she said, I'll throw this water on you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But she didn't do it. He shot her in the face.
Yeah.
So you got 3 instances where, if me and you is having a fight, and then I shoot you because I'm thinking you're going into your pocket, all I have to say is I thought Lincoln was going in his pocket and getting the knife out, and then if I shoot you, I'll get off?
Well, I think, let's go back to the 2 women who were, I guess, girlfriend. I think her attorney was able to get witnesses to show that she had been abused by the girl that she shot. And she had been going through abuse and a whole lot of abuse, and that would make the PTSD probably of domestic violence. Okay, and her lawyer was probably able to prove that. And if she'd been beat up by this woman before, and the woman, I think there was some text messages said she's gonna die today or something like that. I think the lawyer was able to build that case and say, that was self-defense.
But shouldn't you have to show a weapon in order for you to?
Not necessarily. I don't think so. You can read. The cop said, "Don't keep your hands up." He's at your car, and he said, "Keep your hands up." And you try to open your glove box. If I'm a cop, I'm probably gonna shoot you. I ain't gonna wait till you pull the gun out to shoot me. If I see you reaching in that glove box, I might shoot you.
You remember that lady cop? A few years back that she told this guy to, you better not move. He walked around his car, opened up the door. She shot him 7 times in the back.
Okay, yeah, that's
you remember that?
Vaguely, but I can't. That's not in fear of my life.
Okay, but she got off. From what I'm thinking.
Really? Okay, I don't know. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I think it happened in Minnesota or somewhere like that. Shot him 7 times in the back.
Yes.
And got off. So But Lincoln, one last
well,
thing.
you know, it's always been easy for police officers to get off on that. I was in fear of my life. Now it's easy for civilians with the way Ohio has changed the laws. These Republicans in Ohio, it's easy for a civilian to get off on. I was in fear of my life. So the regular people are just as easy to get off as the police officers are nowadays.
Yeah, unless you just got a savvy lawyer. You know,
well,
you can't depend on a public defender. And these seven idiots that had that brawl downtown, I think they want a judge to decide their case.
Yeah, right.
They had them lined up on TV.
Yeah, it starts today. I hope they have a Democratic judge, because if they got a Republican, their goose is cooked.
Their goose is cooked anyway, Lincoln, because one guy slapped somebody, and then the guy that was slapped, he didn't throw the first punch back at the white guy. It was the guy next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody slapped you, if somebody's standing next to you, why is he going to hit that person that slapped you?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's like if you with a friend and you and your friend out having a good time talking and walking down the street, and somebody walks up and hits your friend, you're going to probably go after the guy that hit your friend.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
that was like a love tap slap.
But still, it was a hit. It wasn't as a love. You didn't do it out of love.
Lincoln, one last thing. Sean, that idiot, he called last week when you guys were talking about redistricting, and then he was telling you, well, you know, it's not disrupting the black vote. Black folks to get the vote anyway. He missed the whole issue of why they doing this redistricting. You know, he would like it if, let's just say he likes Alicia Reese and all these black politicians. What if Ohio drew every line that eliminated every black politician, and all you had was white politicians?
Well, I mean, it's not going to eliminate the politicians. It's just going to eliminate the party. I mean, it's going to put you in a heavily Republican area where it's going to be virtually impossible for a Democrat to win, which means when they go to Congress, it's going to be Republicans in charge. That's all. That's the only reason why they're doing this, is to get the Republicans to keep control of Congress. That's why they're doing this. And it's going to eliminate black folks, too. And you know, like the guy said.
It's okay with Sean and the Two Sweets and Wells and it's all right with them. It's whatever Republicans are doing, you know, to dilute the black vote, it's okay with these black Republicans here, Lincoln. And that's what I don't understand. They claim black power and you know, Sean he sound like he pro-black, but what they're doing, you know, they're destroying his life, too, and he's too stupid to realize it.
And the guy on 60 Minutes yesterday says, well, the guy said, that's going to eliminate blacks. He said, well, if you want to be in Congress, then the black politicians need to go turn Republican. You know? He said,
I heard that.
Then you heard that. So
he sounded just as stupid as Sean.
He sounded like a racist, really. He really did.
He did.
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
All right, Lincoln.
All right.
Hey, Lincoln, I told you a couple weeks ago, Lincoln, when the Reds won all those games in a row, what did I say? I said they better get a good start because they're going to lose 8 out of 10, and they're going to lose 9 out of 11. Now, what did they do, Lincoln?
Yes. They did just what you said they would do, Ray.
They did just what I said. So at some point, you're going to have to start listening to me.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want.
Ooh. Oh, boy. That fool is crazy.
Oh, man. Sound like he kind of snatched you up by your collar a little bit. You going to listen to me. Oh, boy.
And he's the man who wouldn't even protect his friend.
Uh-oh.
You know? Yeah. I'll just come up and slap his friend because he's not going to help his friend.
That's funny.
Somebody said Ray ain't loyal. That's right. Unbelievable. Ray sounds like a bitter ex-girlfriend, always complaining about a man. boy. Yeah, I'm not ready to say that she was playing both of them, but it could be. I mean, it's very possible that could have happened. Very possible. She could have been like showing the one guy less time, and he knew something. He could feel the presence. As the Temptation would say, I could feel the presence of another man. Your love is fading. I can feel your love fading. Ooh, baby, I'm losing you. Losing you. Hey, we got to have some entertainment on YouTube. If I can't play the soul classics, I can sing them.
Yeah, you can at least do that on YouTube.
There you go.
I'm sure they're not going to mistake your voice for the real one, you know?
Right. Hey there, lonely girl. They might mistake that. Okay. We heard you play Eddie Holman.
Yeah.
Lonely girl, don't you know this lonely boy loves you?
Oh, listen to this guy. If we get kicked off of YouTube, just call me back. Call me in the studio and let me know.
Oh, boy. I'm trying to get us a karaoke going somewhere, folks. I'm trying. I am trying.
Of course, I'll be there.
Yeah, of course, Terrence Howard will be there. He might even sing a song.
Have party, will travel.
Oh, boy.
That's my new nickname.
Oh, boy. I saw Dina Johnson from Facebook Live, formerly of Facebook Live, now YouTube. She was at the Grenadier. I got to bring that up when I come back on the air. I mention this stuff, and then I don't mention it when I come back on the air because, I don't know. Lincoln, don't quit your day job singing. Done woke my dogs up. All right, Lincoln, you got a little sound. I know it, Bridget, 804. Howling at the moon. Don't hate. Don't hate. Haters gonna hate. Woo!
/our stories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Take us with you wherever you go.
Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today.
For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
.30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware on a Monday. Yes, and of course, today we're on YouTube permanently. We're off Facebook, so if you're in your car and you normally listen to the radio in your car, when you get in your house, you go to Facebook. Well, you better go to YouTube instead. Subscribe onto the Lincoln Ware Show. It's free. There's no charge. And get that done, and you'll be good to go.
If you have a Gmail, you have access to YouTube. You actually have access to it without a Gmail,
Yes.
but it's a lot easier if you have a Gmail. And you just click on the little 9 squares at the corner when you're on your Gmail, and another box pops up, and then you'll see YouTube.
Yes,
Just click
yes.
on that. Find 1230 The Buzz. Subscribe. That's where we are.
And a lot of people have the app, but I'm telling you, you really missed the party on YouTube between the breaks. I was just doing my Eddie Holman for all the people. Hey there, lonely girl. Hey.
Yeah.
And I'm getting rave reviews.
Yes, he is. They're like, wait a minute, Lincoln is no longer in the studio.
But some hater said Lincoln's falsetto sounds like a bobcat eating a rabbit.
Oh.
You know, the hater.
Hater. Yeah.
It was Brent, who's a hater.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Major hater. Oh,
Major hater.
You said you wanted to talk about someone during the break.
I went to the Grenadier on Friday night. They had Dr. Keith Melvin a party. And, man, I think it was Mel Waiters or somebody had ZZ Hill or Mel Waiters had a song. The smaller the club, the bigger the party. Oh, man. It's a little small club, but they were partying hard in there, let me tell you. Let me tell. And Facebook, Dina Johnson came up and said, I'm Dina Johnson from Facebook Live. I said, oh, okay. She was partying hard, too, I tell you. But they had a nice party. TC, my man from WCIN, playing the music over there, and it was a big, big party. We had a great time. We had a great time. Yes. And they only play the soul classics over there, stuff that I can't even attempt to play on the Sunday Soul Classics over there, but they play it in there, let me tell you.
You can't play the soul classics on your show, the Sunday Soul Classics?
Well, some of them, they might think go back a little far. I don't know, but TC was laying them out there.
I thought that was the point of your show.
I know, it is. But anyway, it was a great party. The smaller the club, the bigger the party. And that's so true.
I never get invited to any of these parties, man. These are exquisite upper crust parties.
No, this
is
not.
Attend.
Hey, these are down home people at the Grenadier. Let me tell you, I don't know if it gets any more down home from the than at the Grenadier. I'm telling you.
Well, I still wasn't invited, so
no.
I would have shown up there, Mr.
Yeah,
Ware.
right.
You know that,
right? All right. Let's go to Brenda from Four Seasons Travel. And anytime we talk to Brenda, we know there's some kind of trip in the horizon.
Hi, Lincoln. How are you doing today?
Brenda, I'm doing great. Tell us about what I know. When I talk to you, you've got some type of trip going on. What is it?
President Obama's Presidential Library is going to open in Chicago this summer. We have a trip departing August 8th through the 11th by train. You can call us at 513-761-8022 or go to www.4seasonstvl.com. Rates are from $765 per person, double occupancy, and that's your hotel, your tickets, the transfers, and your train tickets. Everything is included in that. And it's going to be really, really great because we'll never get another black president. So everybody needs to go.
Well, Kamala Harris might disagree with you on that. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, she's not going to make it. I mean, with what's going on now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I tell you.
It's not even worth it to try. We have to make sure we get a Democrat in there, and I don't know what's going to happen at the midterms. I'm just so ticked off with everything.
Yes.
We need a new Supreme Court. That's it.
And Biden should have expanded the Supreme Court while he was in office.
He sure should have.
And then we would have been able to overcome all this madness. But going to Chicago, I saw that they had Obama on TV. I forgot what station it was on, but they did a big interview with him on his on his new presidential library, and it looks real nice there. It looks real nice.
It is. It looks really, really nice to me, and I've never been to a presidential library. And because we never had a black president, and this may be our only one. And I'll tell you, the tickets, they went on sale last week. I got all my tickets for my folks, but if you didn't get them and you want to go later in this year, you may not be able to get any tickets.
Yeah.
They go so fast. And you have to pay for the tickets. But they go so fast, everybody was on these.
So the phone number over there at Four Seasons Travel is 513-761-8022. Call Brenda, reserve your spot now. And I love the idea that you're going up there on the train. I love trains.
I do too.
Love trains.
And I thought this is the best way. You can get up, you can walk around, you can take your little drink bottles and things with you, and
Yes, that's all right. So,
all right, Lincoln, thank you.
Thanks for your call. People need to get on that right now at 761-8022. Call Brenda right now. All right, Brenda, we'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
All right. There you go. I love riding. And the best sleep in the world is on a train. Rocking you from side to side. Oh, man, I love sleeping on a train. Yeah. I love trains so much I used to hop them. You know what I mean? But I used to have a train set, my Lino train set. Oh, man. I used to take it out every Christmas and put the tracks down and put the people out there and, unbelievable.
You just brought back memories for me, Mr. Ware. I had one, too, when I was little.
Yeah. And I'm trying to talk the First Lady of Walk and Talk into taking a train trip across the country. Yes, I'm trying to talk her into doing that. We can get a little sleeper coach and just go from one end to the other. Unbelievable. All right, let's move along. But she's hesitating on the train, But she says she will do it. She says, "For you, honey, I'll do anything." Okay, so we'll see. We will see. All right, 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And let's go to Jay Wright. Jay Wright, how are you?
Lincoln Ware, my man, $100,000. It's so easy to push that red button instead of the speaker button.
Yeah.
My apologies. Lincoln, 513 days on Wednesday?
Yes, Wednesday, and we're taking over the square.
From 4 to 8?
4 to 8, yes.
But is that not the same hours of Bible study? Why'd y'all do that?
Now, Bible study starts at, 7? So it'll be almost over when Bible study starts.
Man,
I don't think the people down there will be thinking about Bible study when you're down on the square listening to the music, DJ Diamond and Vader, and the food trucks are down there. The people are dancing. And, I don't think, they'll be thinking about Bible study.
They trying to take God out of America, man. That's why they're doing it. But listen, Lincoln, the Obama Library, I just heard her, man. Tell everybody needs to see that. It is beautiful. I saw it last month with my nephew, man. There's even a picture of me in the library. It is a beautiful
you
library,
went there, okay.
man. And it's everybody needs to see that. Lincoln, what I want to ask you also, man, I just want to let you know, too, that today here in South Carolina, I live in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, which I often call the bottom of America, right? Because on either side of the water is another country. But, Lincoln, today is Confederate Day here. They honor Confederate Day here in South Carolina, so the DMV and all that stuff is closed, and because we have Confederate Day.
Oh boy.
And so Lincoln, also I wonder, I'll call you on Friday. The South Carolina State students protested having the lieutenant governor that's campaigning to be the governor at their commencement speech. I think you may have heard that and saw a little bit of that. Now, this lady told those kids in no uncertain terms that she was against the hate crime bill that we've been trying to push for the last 11 years since the 9 people got shot in the church. And she told them that she was against this hate crime bill and would not support it. Now, again, Lincoln, here in South Carolina, we're only 1 in 2 states that does not have a hate crime bill. Take it a step further. Now, Clyburn has been around for a long time.
He's been around
30-something years in Congress, right?
Yeah.
Well, this time, even Clyburn, they're going to redistrict his.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I did see him on TV talking about that. And I tell you, he's still sharp and everything. He hasn't lost a beat. He's unlike Mitch McConnell, but Clyburn is still doing great. I think he's 87.
Yeah, and listen, and he has agreed to run for re-election, of course. But they've redistricted him, so this won't be the last time we see him, regardless, one way or another, right? But Lincoln, also, I want to mention, have you ever seen the dogs bite and jump on a white person?
Let me think. I have seen cases of that happening before, but most of the time it's somebody black that you see them sick the dogs on, which takes you back to the civil rights movement down in Birmingham, Alabama, when they used to have the dogs biting people. It used to be horrible to see the video of all that stuff going on.
Yeah, and Lincoln, I think that, the reason we don't really see them biting white people, because that's not what white cops go on the force for. They go on the force to repeat 1960. A lot of them are mad because they can't hose us down with water, so they resort to the only other 2 things they can do, and that's stick the dog on us and then shoot us, right?
Yes.
And Lincoln, I said on my show, I was telling the people way back when your president of the United States of America, I know what you want me to you don't want me to call him, but your president of the United States of America went to the Supreme Court for the birthright ruling.
Yeah.
I told the people then, don't pay attention to what the Supreme Court just did. Pay attention to April, May, with that Section 2 of the Civil Rights Bill.
Yes.
Lincoln, we are now back. We are back to
yeah. We're back to
right.
We're back. We're back where we started.
And Lincoln, here's what a caller called me and said on my show. He said, "So now what are y'all going to do, Jay? Right? You don't have Martin Luther King. Jesse Jackson just died. Medgar Evers is not around.
Yeah.
All those pioneers. Now what are y'all going to do?"
Right. Well, who could replace them? Who is out there that would do the things that they did? Nobody.
Lincoln, I paused and I said to him, "Well, I guess we all just become Republicans so that we can, so we can get some of those seats." That's all I can say, brother. But Lincoln, man, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Say hello to Sharon for me.
All right.
And I'm glad she's cooking bacon again for me.
All right. Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. Let's take a break. We'll come back. It's the Lincoln Ware Show right here on 1230 The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no
Jay wrong.
So Missy Lane Patterson called in, and she said she called the number for Four Seasons Travel, and they said the mailbox is full. So
okay, well, just keep calling. Yeah. People probably call and leave a message. I'll address it when I come back.
Okay.
Okay.
I told her you would. I told her I'd tell you.
Okay. Oh boy. Slow road towards Jim Crow. People don't remember the past, are condemned to repeat it again. White Lion is in here. His name pops up, White Lion, I think. Oh, there's two black K-9 officers. Two black K-9 officers. The vice president of the Sentinels, Officer Corey Bonner, is one of them. Okay. Okay. I got to start checking my phone more. Sharon gets on my case about that, too. When I'm on the air, she has texted me something and I didn't respond till I got off the air, and then I looked. Oh, she... Oh, geez. Lincoln, keep your phone closed. Didn't get the message to stop at Kroger. Answer that phone if you want to keep getting your bacon. Oh, boy. I don't know. We lost Fernando. I think Ice got Fernando. Ice got to Fernando.
Do whatever it takes, no matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Of course, coming up at 1, it's Reverend Al Sharpton. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. He comes up at 1 o'clock, so make sure you check him out. All right. Oh, yeah, somebody called and said they called Four Seasons and 761-8022, and the voicemail was full. And that's probably people calling, and she's talking to somebody, leaving voicemails, and she will clear it all up. Just keep trying for the next call back in about an hour. I'm sure she will have gone through and cleared those voicemails and answered all the people that are calling her. And so who was that? Who called in that?
That was Missy Lane. She called it.
Okay, Missy Lane. Yeah, just try later on, and the voicemail will be clear, and you can make your reservations to go to Chicago and see Obama, the library. And who knows? You never know when you might pay a sneak visit up there. But the train ride, I'd go just for the train ride. But I'm planning to go across country on the train. Yes, the midnight train to Georgia. All right. And people were asking J. Rose B425. That's Jerica. J. Rose. I'm not going to even ask about.
You're not going to ask about the rose?
No, I'm not going to ask about the rose. No.
I won't ask about the rose either. The significance of the rose. I won't ask about that.
All right. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And yeah, folks, you're missing out if you're not on YouTube to see some of the comments that people are making. Yeah, they say they can't interact with people, but you can respond to. You can respond.
You can reply.
Yeah, you can reply. Yeah. I mean, interact. I mean, not like you going up talking face to face with the person. You see them make a comment, then you comment on their comment. Simple as that. Oh boy. All right. 513-749-1230. Vernon, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'm hanging in there, Vernon. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm going to have to make my font a little bit bigger so I can really see it on the YouTube on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to work on that. But you said you never seen a black canine officer.
Well, that's
right?
Wait, hold on. There's two. I just got the text message from Tiffany Green. She says there are 2 black canine officers. The vice president of the Sentinels is one of them, Corey Bonner, and I don't know who the other one is, but she says there's 2 on the Cincinnati Police Department.
Okay, so you remember when Nate came down and got his ass whooped in Liberty Township?
Yeah.
That black cop is a canine officer for Middletown, Liberty Township, Hamilton. He works part-time for all 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and I see him because he may be working for like a Wednesday night for like Westchester, but if it's a stolen car, you get a lot of stolen cars out that way. That's like the main thing they track down is stolen cars. He'll be out there with the dog. So I've seen him like several times over the years, with the dog out there sniffing. My neighbor, his truck got stolen right out in front of his house. We saw it right there on the camera and everything. And his truck was gone in like 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes, his truck was gone.
Okay.
So he was out there with the dog. My question is this. I wonder if you can get somebody to help us out with this. Now, I'm hearing that to win those seats back, you have to run as a Democrat in a Republican district. Is that what has to happen down here in Tennessee and stuff like that?
Well, to get those seats back, I guess you probably would have to run as a Republican if you're black to get it back. Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw down there in Memphis, I guess they went off on those legislators when they was coming out. They woke up the hood, and those young folks was out there cussing them out and everything else. And then the one brother, man, I'm starting to show my age. I don't forget his name. Wears an afro, kind of a skinny guy. He's down in Tennessee with the glasses. They locked him out of the office. He couldn't go back in.
Are you kidding me? Gee.
Yeah, they got rid of his seat. And he called the officer a boy. Terrence could probably find the video where he calls the officer a boy as he was walking down the steps. And they wouldn't let him in there.
Gee.
And they were laughing at him, at the protesters, while they were, shouting shame, shame, shame to him. They were literally laughing at him. And it gets back to what we've been saying for years about voting, getting out to vote. You're sitting here, you're voting, you're a black person, you're over here cooning with these Republicans thinking that they care about you. And once they don't need you no more, you see what they do to you. We've been saying it for years. Even some of the people in the city here, look at Christy Smitherman. Every time you dig him up, he's doing something for the Republican. Look what happened to Rosemary's Babies. How many votes did she actually get?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, and she was down and down, putting down Republican people, and with the Republicans, putting down black people. They just use black people to get what they're really after. And once they get us out the way, they've divided us.
Yep.
It's going to be a long fight. I mean, it's going to be some years. They've done real damage.
Well, all I can say now, the Democratic states are going to have to, if they've got any Republicans in Congress, they're going to have to redistrict and do the same thing the Republicans are doing.
Yeah, it's going to be like the North and the South.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I'm here. Just stuff I was seeing over the weekend where they're trying to, now you can't even vote down south, but then you're going to play football in the SEC. That's going to be interesting. How many of those kids actually will go to different places to play football because it's going to get really bad. Once they get the opportunity to show their pure racism, they will let it out. They want to say things, but they can't. But when they know they're protected, they're going to let you know how they feel. But that's all I got, brother. How was your wife's Mother's Day?
Everything was great. Had a great time.
That's outstanding. That's outstanding. All right, brother. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Vernon, good talking to you.
Peace.
All right. Don't forget, Lincoln Ware Walking Club starts the first Saturday in June. The first Saturday in June. What is that date? Let me find that date because people keep asking me. And the first Saturday in June is June the 6th. June the 6th, the first day of the Lincoln Ware Walking Club. Oh, yeah. And we're expecting more and more people to join the walking club and get that walk in. All right, we're going to take a break for news, and then we'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
No arrests have been reported in the fatal Friday shooting of a woman in Lockland. The victim, a woman in her 30s, was shot near North Wayne Avenue and died at the scene. Anyone with additional information is asked to contact police. A northern Kentucky child is hospitalized after a Sunday evening incident in Kenton County. The victim was in a yard in Independence when police say a trailer somehow came loose and rolled and hit the juvenile. The child was taken to Cincinnati Children's Hospital for care. There's been no word on their condition. Murder charges are being filed against the suspect in a fatal Fountain Square shooting. The incident happened Friday night outside the City Bird restaurant, where a staffer, since identified as Darius Wheeler, was confronted by the suspect, Christopher Shipman, over a woman. Wheeler was fatally shot during the confrontation. Shipman was later arrested and was denied bond. Police are investigating after a man was found shot Saturday morning in Newport. The victim was discovered about 3:30 in the morning near 10th and Monmouth Streets. They'd been hit by gunfire multiple times. He was later reported as hospitalized in stable condition. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz, your official talk station.
It is official, you understand me?
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Let's see, we got Sue, Joyce, Stefan, and Sean. And speaking of Sean, who thinks Trump is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You feel me, Sean? Anyway, Sean, Too Sweet, Ron Dula, who else? There's a bunch of them out there, black men who love the Republican Party. And Sean, I want you to listen to this, and we'll show you how much the Republican Party loves you.
Absolutely staggering to me as a white Southern woman that grew up in a white Southern family. The amount of minorities that are hardcore conservative Republicans, right? They're trying so hard to get in wherever they can fit in with these racist white folks. And I'm like, listen here, buddy. These people would take your life and find literal joy in it, okay? These people literally would take your life if it was not illegal as of right now in 2026 to do so. Are you okay? Are you like what's going on up here? I'm a woman, okay? I'm a white woman. I don't feel safe around conservatives, Republican conservatives. What makes you think as a brown person, as a gay person, as a brown gay person, as a woman in general, what makes you feel safe around these people? I just genuinely honey, something ain't clicking. Something ain't clicking. You're not in their club. You ain't never going to be in their club. And people don't want you around. They don't want you in their country. They don't want you in their neighborhoods. Baby, they don't want you on this earth. Just like 40, 50 years ago, it was legal for them to take your life. And they were doing it literally a lot because they could. It was a form of entertainment. It was joy for them. And here y'all are in 2026 lining up to be their little tokens. I don't know if it's just not clicking for me, dog.
Oh, boy. It's not clicking for her. She don't understand why men like you, Sean, are kissing the Republicans' butt.
Calm down, Lincoln. First of all, can you hear me good, brother?
I hear you, and I feel you.
Can you hear me, Lincoln?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, first of all, let's get one thing straight, man. I'm not no Republican. I told you I'm independent.
Oh, yeah, that's what they all say. That's what they all say. To soften the blow.
That's real. But let's understand this. Trump is a strategic move for us that know.
Oh,
for y'all that don't know, y'all still lost in the sauce.
Trump is a strategic move for black Republicans.
Yes. Now, listen, let me tell you like this. Trump is self-white destruction. You understand that? He's going to self-destruct his own people. Y'all don't even see it coming. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all don't see what's going on, but we understand. That's why we let him do what he do. You feel me? I understand groceries a little high. That's cool. I understand gas a little high. That's cool. I know y'all mad.
That's cool because it's a little high. That's cool. Gas is a little high. That's cool. Okay. Gas is not the only thing. Look, if the gas high, the food that you get in the grocery store, the gas is going to cost a lot more for it to get to the grocery store, which means they have to pay more to get it to the grocery store, and they're going to pass the cost along to you.
Guess what, Lincoln? Eat less.
Oh, my God. Oh, jeez.
Elijah Muhammad said eat one meal a day.
Oh, jeez.
Come on.
I can get by on one meal a day, but it's got to be a big meal.
You can get a big meal. If you save the money and utilize what's going on, Lincoln, we can get a big meal. But let me get to my point, Lincoln. When it comes to this Ginger Amanda thing, black folks, stop panicking. This is our opportunity to take over, or even not just take over, but to infiltrate. Listen, to infiltrate.
Wait, stop. Whose opportunity to take over? Take over what?
The Republican Party. We need more African-Americans, so-called African-Americans in the Republican Party. That's the problem. Y'all so focused on Democrat, that y'all letting the opposition get over. You feel me? If that's what y'all feel.
Well,
that's why you
look,
got to infiltrate.
the Republican Party, they're not going to let black folks in. They're not going to let you in.
Rick, okay, I'm about to show you. Just like this Ginger Amanda thing y'all keep crying about.
Yeah, they're not going to let any black folks. They're not going to let any black folks run against any white Republicans. If a black say, "Okay, I'm a Republican, I'm going to run it," they're going to stick with their own.
And you stick with your own. What are you talking about?
If we
stick with your own.
Oh my God. Oh,
okay, stick with your own. What's the difference?
Okay, so
you can't go vote for a black. Come on, you can't go vote for a black Republican.
You can, but okay. First of all, you got to end the stigma of the Republicans that hate blacks. How you going to end that? If a black Republican becomes a Republican, they going to think he's right along with them, and they're not going to vote for him.
That's why I said y'all is dumb, dodo-crats. Y'all ain't got no strategic bone in y'all body. That's what I'm saying. How y'all supposed to be sitting at the round table like, listen, all you Can you hear me, Lincoln?
I hear you.
Y'all supposed to be sitting at the round table, all you fake Masons and all you Alpha Beta, whatever y'all call yourself. Y'all supposed to be at the round table like, listen, we got to get, this is what we need to do. In order for us to move forward and get what we need more people we need more people like us that's on what we own in the Republican Party. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to black people, it ain't about Republican or Democrat. It's about us. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're going to get in wherever we fit in. You feel me? So get some more black Republicans in office that's on what we own, and we can get something popping.
You make a point. Look, hold on. I feel you. You making a point. You make a good point. Right. We need to maybe join the Republican Party in those districts that they gerrymandered out of there. Okay, get in the Republican Party. But the only problem is they still look at you as black. Whether you in their party or not, they still gonna look at you as black, and they're not gonna let you in.
Man, the Democrats do the same thing, man. What Joe Biden asked you, tell you, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. So basically saying you ain't no man if you don't vote for me. You feel me? You ain't no N-word. Basically, he just said that to y'all Negroes, and y'all went with it. Come on, we don't give a... White is white at the end of the day. It's good white people, and then it's bad white people, good black people, bad people. It don't even make... You feel what I'm saying? People going to be people at the end of the day. We got to stop focusing on that and get back on. We need to start strategically using this to our advantage. Stop crying. Get some black folks who going to run as Republicans. We get them in the office, and we make something happen.
All right. It sounds good. It sounds good, but it's just not going to happen. I got to run.
Because you Negroes is soft and weak these days, man.
I got to run, Sean. Unbelievable.
There's something awfully screwy going on around here.
Oh, boy. Let's go to I think this is my good friend, Sue. Sue, how are you?
Lincoln, I'm okay. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, doing great. I haven't heard from you in a month of Sundays.
You know, the whole political thing, my doctor says try to stay away from it to keep your blood pressure down. It's driven me insane. And that last guy, yeah, okay. You know that Trump is still attacking the Central Park Five. I don't know why those men don't sue him.
Yeah.
They have a wonderful suit. Well, they had no evidence to begin with, but exonerated completely. They got the perpetrator. They got the DNA, and he's still. So what kind of a person, black or white, would ever... And all the pedophile supporters, I hope that their search histories are being looked at. Every one of them.
Yep.
Every single one of them support pedophilia. You can't get away from Clinton.
Yep.
You can't get away from it.
No.
It's there. But I heard you say you're going to take a trip across country by train. I'm trying 20 times.
I'm trying to talk my wife into doing it. Have you ever gone across country?
20 times I've gone.
So you like it, huh?
Oh, my parents were here and I lived in California, so they wanted to do that. We got a nice bedroom. You go to Chicago, you get to use the Metropolitan Lounge, first class.
Mm-hmm.
The food is very nice. Of course, I got my bedroom. I wouldn't, you don't want to be a coach.
No.
You can get a bedroom with a shower, or the other bedrooms are nice with the shower in the hall.
Okay.
The service is good. You have your attendant that I always tip when I get on.
Yeah.
So, they pay good attention.
Okay.
It's a lovely way to travel. I've done it Chicago to L.A., and then I've gone New Orleans and gone the lower route, too. I've done probably 20
Okay.
times.
And how is the scenery? How's the scenery when you take the northern route? How's the scenery going through the Rocky Mountains?
I haven't done that one, but my family has, and they said it is fantastic. It's beautiful. You go through the Rockies. And it's supposed to be beautiful. I just love the train travel.
Yes.
I wish more people would support it. It's a wonderful way to go, and you relax. And everybody's sociable because you sit together to dine. And so there's a certain social interaction for train travelers.
Yes, yes.
They like to talk, and my husband and I just really loved it. It was wonderful. So I hope she'll decide to do that. She'll get to spend time alone with her man and her cam now. She'll love it.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to talk her into going. I want to go.
Yeah. And I hope that I live long enough to see Trump go 6 feet under. That is just all my prayer.
Oh, boy. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Lincoln.
Hey, Sue, good hearing from you. And call again, tell the doctor, tell him he needs to give you another prescription, and that's to listen to the Lincoln Ware Show every day. That's the prescription you need.
For my nerves. Yeah, I need something for my nerves. I do. Thank you, Lincoln.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. She says the doctor told her that news runs her blood pressure up. What do you think happens to mine when I come in here on a daily basis? All right, we were just talking about Republicans, and I believe Judge Christopher McDowell is a Republican, if I'm not mistaken. Are you?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, all right. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you, sir?
Hanging in there. Now, you were just in the primary, right? You had a primary?
Yes, I was, and I called to thank your voters to the extent they are also Republicans for voting for me. I had about 30,000 people who voted for me. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And who did you run against?
Well, this was uncontested. All of the Republican judicial candidates were uncontested this year.
No kidding. Man, I wonder why was that? Why didn't the Democrats put any... Well, a lot of times they agree, if you don't run this person against that person, we won't run. That's been going on for quite a while.
No, this was just the party primary this time.
Yeah, right.
So on the Democrat side, some of the Democrats were running against each other for the contested election in November.
That's true. All right, so you had a big case. I'm trying to think the case you had recently.
Well, I've had a couple of big cases. Just last week, I had one where someone threatened to kill me. That was on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then I had another where I issued a no bond, and then I had one on Friday in which I acquitted a woman of murder.
Is that the two women?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you had that case. Okay, you had the case with the two women. Now, what was the evidence that you thought it was, self-defense?
Well, the evidence in the case, judges are limited in talking about such things to some degree, but I can tell you that the evidence in the case did show that the victim in the case had pulled a gun on multiple occasions on the defendant, had stabbed the defendant in her arm, and on the night that this happened, she entered a room with a can of mace in one hand, threatening the defendant verbally, and then she reached her hand inside her purse. And the question then became whether the defendant was justified at that point in believing that her life was in danger.
Mm-hmm. And I guess things she had done in the past proved that. She would figure her life would be in danger.
Well, things that happen in the past between you and a person can lead to the reasonableness of the belief, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you and I encounter each other, we're friendly by nature, and I stick my hand in my pocket, you'd probably have no reason to believe I'd come out with a knife.
Yeah.
But if on the last 3 occasions you and I had been together, I pulled out a knife out of that pocket and threatened you, well, the fourth time, maybe you think, well, that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think you're going to see a lot more cases like this since the legislators changed the, stand your ground laws and all this, and guns are out there. Everybody has a gun nowadays. You're going to see a lot more cases like this, I do believe.
Oh, yes. It used to be Ohio was an outlier, and in Ohio, a person had to prove self-defense, and the burden was on them to prove self-defense beyond a reasonable doubt. Now the law has been flipped, and now once the defendant makes basically a prima facie case, an issue that they say this was self-defense, then the burden shifts to the state at this point, and the state must disprove the self-defense.
Oh, okay. So the burden is on the state now.
Yes, sir. The burden's on the state to prove that you did not act in self-defense. And it used to be different in Ohio.
Yeah, it did.
In Ohio, it used to be very difficult to prove self-defense. I represented a man, a black man, who was charged with murder, and that was the defense. And it was very difficult at that time to prove. But I was able to do it because I defended individuals before I took the bench. I've also prosecuted, so I've done both sides.
Okay. You've been a prosecutor and a and a lawyer for the defense. Okay, so Judge Christopher McDowell, I appreciate your call today, and I thought that was a pretty good call on that case with the two women there. I agree with you 100%.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for your call. There you go. We got it from the horse's mouth. Yeah, she had been stabbed by the woman before and everything. And if you stab me, you going in your purse, I'm not ready to get stabbed again. Pow, pow, pow. Man. All right. We heard it from the judge who it was not a jury trial. He decided not guilty. How about that? Let's take a break. And he's running for judge. Who did he say he was running against? I didn't hear him say that. Did he say?
I thought he said he was uncontested or something.
Well, okay, yeah, I think he was uncontested. Okay, well, okay, I got confused there when he was saying that. But maybe I know the Democrats and the Republicans, they do that a lot. They'll run somebody, and then they'll agree not to run someone against them. But we'll see. But I thought that was a good case, and I thought he made the right call. That's just my opinion. I said that before. I said she might get off. She may get off on this case. I said that. And it did come down. He found her not guilty. And then a few days before, remember the guy said he was going to kill him? Same judge. Got threatened to kill him as he was leaving the courtroom. He's running against Sarah Henry in the general election. Sarah Henry, who he's running against. And that's on the first Tuesday in November. People will be out there voting, and we'll see what's going to happen. Will the Republicans keep the House? Will they keep the Senate? And I hope Sherrod Brown can get back in there. I hope Sherrod Brown can get back in. He was missed in the Senate, I'm telling you. And he would always come to the black community. I will say that about Sherrod Brown. He called into the station a few times, too, when he was senator. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over $1 trillion in spending.
Well, he got 30,000 votes. And he figures some of those people were Democrats. So we found out who Jerica is, J. Rose. And she thought it was ridiculous since he ran uncontested to call in and thank people. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. T-plane in Lincoln's face, and he doesn't even know it, shaking my head. What do you mean? At Cincy T. Who is Cincy T?
Oh, by the way, what is gerrymandering?
Who said that?
Sean.
Okay, who is Cincy T? It's almost offensive. Okay. Cam Hardy, let me see. I'm trying to find something Cincy. I said the same thing. Why did Wendy Cross start that last? I said the same thing. Why did Wendy Cross start that last week? Who is Cincy T? I need to see more of Cincy T. Is Cincy T a member of the Tea Party? Oh, boy. Oh, Jerica, please. You here now, Jerica?
Giving voice to the community. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. And let's see. And yeah, I told all the YouTube people, I call them my YouTube people. Yes. I love my people, my YouTube people. When we give away tickets on occasion, and one day I'll pick a day that we'll let the YouTube people try to win tickets, since there's a slight delay. And I'll pick one day out, and I'll let you know when I'm giving away tickets and let you call in to win. Simple as that.
We should do it for a whole week, just to get people to subscribe. If you're subscribed, we should do that. Just to subscribe. Just to give people a chance to subscribe and build our subscribers up. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But you're the boss, Mr.
But see,
Ware.
the only thing, how will I be able to distinguish the YouTube person who calling in? So I just won't, all of a sudden I'll come back on the air and say, you're caller one, looking for, how would I let them win over the air? Because we got to go over the air with giving, tickets, and got to say the name, the concert and all. So how do I?
Really? You got to do that over the air? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to give it over the air. Yeah.
Okay.
They're buying the airtime.
We could say it after they win. Hey, congratulations to blah, blah, blah. She won tickets to blah, blah, blah. That's after the break. When we come back, just say congratulations to both.
You would have to do it over there. Because once I say it over the air and I go to the phones, that's opening it up to everybody. So, all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But the next time we have ticket giveaway, you better get subscribed right now to YouTube, which I think it'll be easier to win from YouTube than it would be over the air. Because we have a lot more people trying to get on listening over the radio than on YouTube. So that will definitely increase your chances of winning on YouTube. Yes. So we'll figure it out. And it will behoove you to subscribe to YouTube. All right, boy, we got a full lineup. I got to get busy here. Where do we start? Man, we got some long-winded people, too. Oh, Lord. We got Joyce, Rick Jr., Stefan, and Janet from Another Planet, and Marshall. Let me go to Janet from Another Planet.
Hey, Lincoln, listen here. Those people in Louisiana,
yes,
if they don't don't want to represent them, how about the Democrats coming up with a rule that they don't have to pay taxes? After all, our taxes pay those congressmen and senators' salary. So if they don't want to represent us, then come up with a rule where we don't have to pay taxes for them.
Mm-hmm.
I said go after that money, and they would stop all that crazy stuff they're doing.
I don't know whether that'll work, but I hear you, Janet. It might work on Another Planet.
I don't know, but they need to consider. They always seem to come up with ways and rules to change other things.
Yes.
Maybe the Democrats need to come up with a rule to stop them paying those people. How you going to take my taxes and not want to represent me?
Yes. All right.
All right, Lincoln.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. That's Janet. Let's go to Marshall, and then we go to Joyce, Stefan, and Rick Jr. Marshall.
Yeah, Deacon. I was you don't get yourself upset with that young man called about he's a Republican. See, when I started in '57 with the railroad and how they treated us, and then what they done. When I came from Birmingham, I came from Birmingham in 1941. And then, you know, if he think he's so good, like I told my grandson not to vote for him, he voted for him and he lost his job. So when he lost his job, and I said, now what you going to say now? So now that young man haven't had no problem. Thank God he don't have to, because he do, these kids, too sweet, all these guys has been out, don't have no problem about going out and doing it. But if they ever running into problems like they used to back then, what they're trying to do now, they're trying to take us back.
Yeah.
But they think, oh, it's so good, yeah, I'll do it. No, they don't care about you until they need something.
Well, Joe Biden said they're going to put you back in chains.
Chains. But no, they can, that's what they're trying to do. This is what Trump tried. He said he don't want to take all them servicemen, they done served their time, y'all done everything. He don't want nobody in back of him. Right. What are you going to do? Now, you think you like that? You got to be kidding.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, I can fire steam engine, but you won't let me go on the road and fire it.
Right.
See that. But then one of the guys come from Southern, young man came and said, doesn't take an education to sit on your butt. And he started putting the retirement men and being up there as a fireman. But see, then they turn around and get one guy, then they fired him.
Yeah.
But see, I just hope they don't have to run no problem, because they love him. They can do it. No, you haven't met your match yet. Because a lot of them told me down in the railroad, I don't know nothing about it. I said, I'm not going to hold you responsible for this here. I can't hold you responsible for it. So I just tell them, I said, what you ought to do, go to Birmingham down there and see how they're down there.
Yeah. All right. Glad talking to you. Good talking to you, Marshall. Thanks for your call.
Dad, take care.
Okay, that's Marshall, and he's fired up. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. Joyce, Stefan, Rick Jr. That might take us all the way to 1. I don't know. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 12:30, The Buzz has you covered. Let's go with new entertainment.
Oh, unbelievable. What's up, James Muhammad? What about New Jerusalem? MS Pittsburgh? Miss Pittsburgh? 42-47. I don't know why it's got Lincoln Ware. That's what they gave me when I subscribed, and I just clicked it. I didn't know I could change it. It says Lincoln Ware Y4V. I don't know what the hell it stands for. It was just there when I clicked it. I didn't know I could have changed it before I clicked. I didn't know that. When I saw Lincoln Ware, I just said, that's good enough for me. Look, they're on here, That's good enough for me. Some of y'all folks, who is this? Who is that person? Dims die 98. Who in the hell are you? Okay, thank you, Tamiko. Tamiko will help me fix it. Do y'all know who Tamiko is on here? I'm not going to tell you. David Herring says Maya will help me fix it. Lincoln, why the Cubs do the Reds like that? Oh, boy. Yeah, that was. Wait, when it really counts, the Reds will beat the Cubs. When it really, they're going to be in the playoffs and it's really going to count, you watch, the Reds will beat them. Lincoln, have you seen Downtown Friday? I'm the guy that asked you to tell Terrence to play I'm Not That Smart after twin calls. Okay. Oh, boy. I got to mention that I met Mustafa when I come back. I think I do remember you Friday, person telling me to tell Clarence to say, I'm not that smart after twin.
Yes, Clarence. Yes.
Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And I want to invite folks to come out to the grand opening of the, I guess, the Jobs and Family Services, well, actually, it's the Hamilton County Veterans Service Commission. We're having our little grand opening of our new building on Wednesday. Having that Wednesday around 11 o'clock. So if you're out that way in Bond Hill, right there at the old Mercy Health building, right by the Norwood Lateral, stop in there at 11. They're having the grand opening of our new building for the Hamilton County Veterans Service Commission. Stop by. Be a lot of dignitaries there. All you veterans, I really want the veterans to come by. If you're a vet, please come by. And we can even get you started with your claim. If you've been, you think you might have a claim against the military, they can work that out for you. So come on by. Hamilton County Veterans Service Commission on Wednesday. The grand opening right there at the old Mercy Health building. I think they've got Jobs and Family Services in there. They got a whole bunch of people in there. Yeah, that was a great deal that the county did getting that building back. Well, not getting it back, but getting it from Mercy Health when they decided to move out without cashing in, without paying us back for all the tax breaks we gave them, all the jobs they promised, and then they moved. So they worked out a great deal. We've got the building. It's a beautiful building in there, too. I'm waiting on them to find a vendor for that restaurant in there. They need to find somebody to come in there and open that restaurant in there. That's what they need to do. All right. Everything is in the Mercy Health building, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. All right. And the parking is great. I mean, oh, boy. Parking, free parking. You just pull in there. It's right there in the front. It's great. All right. Let's go to Joyce. Joyce, how are you?
Hi, Lincoln. How are you doing today? And it is so great to see you on YouTube and to listen to you on the AM radio, because radio, AM, and FM have 84% of listening audience between 24 and 50 or 60. So you're on that stream, and then you're on YouTube, which is the second stream. So your radio station has put you in the forefront. So I don't know how many followers you're going to get, but it's going to be in the millions. And I'm so proud of you, and your station is so great. Now that you do have this extra platform, you were talking to Ponytail and the young man who wants us to become Republicans. Now, it all sounds simple. I mean, no, it sounds good what he's saying.
Yeah,
We can infiltrate. But infiltrating costs money, and we don't have that kind of money and time. It's a whole lot of money, time, and interest. So we have to figure out now what we will do about the gerrymandering. I don't know what he called it, gerrymandering. What did he call it? But it's gerrymandering, whatever he called it. We have to figure out what we're going to do, and we're going to have some strategic things that we have to do specifically to make sure our vote does count. And I want you to talk to Ponytail and Too Sweet about what they feel about the gutting of the Voters' Right Act that Alito said we don't need to do that anymore. That's against race or something. We don't need. So we started with race. That's why we got into the Voters' Right Act, because we didn't have representation. And taxation without representation, we're going to have to stop that. So I want you to talk to Ponytail and to Mr. Baseball, Too Sweet, when he calls up, because he only wants to talk about baseball, but he doesn't want to talk about the politics of this president.
Yeah.
He doesn't, Lincoln. You know it. And the last thing, the last time I was on, there was a caller, and you heard him say, Joyce needs to stay in a woman's place.
Yes,
Remember that?
yes. Who was that? Was that Blaine?
You know who it was.
Blaine.
It's the Doubler.
Yeah.
Doubler.
Okay.
Doubler. He said, now I want to know, is Mae Jemison an astronaut a woman's place? Is Layla Ali a boxer, Muhammad's daughter, and George Foreman's daughter? Are those women's places? Is Tanji Jackson, I sometimes can't say that first name, the Supreme Court Justice, is she in a woman's place? Is Maya Angelou an author in a woman's place? Was Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman running for the presidency, was she in a woman's place? So I want to know what Doubler is talking about, because he's so ancient. He's so behind. He just came out of the basement and out of the gang, and he doesn't know a lot about anything. And I hate that for him, because he seems to be a man who could help the people.
He's a piece of work.
He's a bad piece of work, but he could change, because it seems like he knows now that he needs to change. He doesn't want to give it over that he made a bad decision with that man at the top. And he needs to know now our country's going down. The Iran war, all the different things this guy has done, and the gutting of Voters' Right Act. We are going to make some plans, and I'm so glad Alicia Reese is on that board for the Democrats, that she can go up there and tell them what we need to do. She'll probably be the next state senator, because Sherrod and all these people are old. Where are their people that they have been mentoring? Why? We have got to show our mentees out in the public and get them running for things, and so that people will know that's our next step. We can't keep being 80 and 90 in these offices and don't show who the next generation is, Lincoln.
Yep, I hear you.
Oh.
Joyce, you're right on point. Appreciate your call.
Good talking to you.
All right, that's Loud Voice.
Good watching you on YouTube.
Okay.
But you know what? It's like a Chinese movie. Your mouth is moving different than I'm listening to you on the radio.
Right. It's a little behind, yeah.
It's
All right.
behind, but I love you anyway, and thanks WB. Oh, no, thank YouTube now.
Okay, there you go. All right. Thanks for your call, Loud Voice Joyce. All right. 5 people who were down facing trial today from the big brawl. 5 of them pleaded guilty. Man, for felony charges, too. 5 people charged with involvement in the brawl that happened downtown and generated national attention pleaded guilty on May 11th. 4 of the 5 pleaded guilty to felony charges. A 5th woman, whose actions were later deemed to be very minimal compared to the others, pleaded guilty to misdemeanor charges. Okay, so the series of fights happened. Of course, you know it happened last year, July 26th, near the corner of 4th and Elm. where a woman was knocked unconscious, and it was just crazy. Defendants who pleaded guilty to felony charges are Gregory Wright, 33, Montanez Merriweather, 35, Jermaine Matthews, who's 39, and Asha Devon, 26. And Matthews pleaded to aggravated rioting and attempted felonious assault and faces up to 4.5 years in prison. Devon Merriweather pleaded guilty to aggravated rioting and aggravated assault. Both face up to 3 years in prison. And Wright, who prosecutors say ripped a chain from a man's neck after he'd been knocked down, pleaded to a felony theft charge and a misdemeanor rioting charge. The theft charge carries a maximum sentence of 18 months. The misdemeanor rioting charge is punishable by up to 180 days in jail. Boy. Derica Vernon, she pleaded guilty to misdemeanor assault and disorderly conduct. She faces a possible 180-day jail sentence. The guilty pleas took place today before Hamilton County Common Pleas Court Judge Virginia Talent, who had been scheduled to preside over a non-jury trial. Sentencings were set for May 19th and June 11th. That's when the sentencing take place. Charges are still pending against 2 other defendants. So they're going to do some jail time, and most of them ended up with felonies, which is going to hunt them a long time. Man. And you know she's going to probably give them the I don't know if this is Talent, is she a Democrat or a Republican? Is she a Democrat or a Republican? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Virginia Talent. I'm sure one of my Republican friends out there will tell me. I'm sure. What about the guy walking out on the runway in Denver? That happened over the weekend. I'm saying this guy was mental, or I don't know what else. Who in their right mind would try to do that? And then I got to find out, did he hear the plane approaching? A lot of times when they're getting ready to land, the plane is silent. Have you ever noticed that? You're on a plane, I think those engines are off. They're on, but when you hit that runway, they put the back burners on, and it just slows it down. But I think it's silent. He may not have even heard the plane until it was right there. But, of course, it sucked him into the... And those engines, they sit low anyway. You can stand up and look right in there. And on those big jets, those engines sit low, and it just sucked him in there. The engine caught on fire. And I don't know if they'll ever find out who it was. If he doesn't have any DNA on file anywhere, they'll never find out who that guy was, because I'm sure his face was in shreds after that. Jeez. And then people had to slide down the ramp to get off the plane, smoke in the... Who in their right mind would hop the fence and try to run across the runway when a plane is coming in? Or maybe he was trying to commit suicide. That's a horrible way to commit suicide, I think. Jeez. Suicide by plane is not something I would want to do.
That'd be a lot different than suicide by bacon, huh, Mr. Ware?
Oh, boy. That's a slow, easy death. A slow, easy death. And I know whenever I die, somebody going to say, he ate too much bacon. You know they going to say it. You know they going to say it. I may not be with you to the end, but I want you to know I've been to the mountaintop. I don't have a speech plan.
It's break time anyway.
Oh, it's break time. See, I got to start planning my sermons. You catch me off guard, and I don't have my sermon planned. Preachers work all week long, sometimes even on Saturday. They don't have their sermon planned for the next day. And I need to plan out my sermon so I can present a pretty good sermon there for you. I got to plan them out. I got to start doing that. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoops?
No, Paul Harvey, they're not building a new. Oh, you mean in Dayton they're building a new jobs and family service? Well, no, we've got a brand new building. The building is practically new, and that's where our jobs and family services is going in. Brent Beard, like I say, with friends like Brent, who needs enemies? He jumped the fence. I don't know how he got over the fence, whether they have barbed wire on the fence. I don't think they have barbed wires around the fence to those runways. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Somebody said they found out who he was. I haven't heard that. Somebody said judge talent will be fair. They won't be maxed out. Okay, that's what I was wondering. If they got one of these staunch Republican judges, they're going to be maxed out on all the charges. His case the White Russian case was dropped. Remember that? His case was dropped because a witness didn't show up. I mentioned that earlier, James Muhammad. He's like, what did I say? How old is he? 90-something? Well, they'll have to. Yeah. Okay, somebody said there's footage. He got to an unlocked door and ran to the runway. Oh, boy. I don't know. I didn't even watch news yesterday. I was gone all day yesterday. I didn't get home till like 10 o'clock, something to 11. And when I hit the bed, I was gone. .1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And, yes, we are on Facebook, off of Facebook. We're off of Facebook. We're on YouTube. And there you have it. We'll be here forever now. Yeah. And for the most part, people have switched over, made the switch. I'm sure there were some people was probably looking for us over on Facebook this morning. I started to come on and say, bye, we're gone. But I did. All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. Let's go to Stefan. Stefan, it was good seeing you Friday.
Hey, man. Likewise, brother. Likewise, man. You know what my deepest concern is, Brother Lincoln?
What?
My deepest concern is regarding the disconnection between Ohio record-breaking gambling revenue and the visible increase in the homeless in Cincinnati. Many other words, in July of 2025, Hard Rock Casino reported made over $22 million in revenue, while the state collected $1 billion annually.
Yeah.
Gambling versus drug and homelessness.
I don't know whether gambling is the increasing rates of homelessness is related to gambling.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it's increased. We talking about the money they receiving.
Okay.
Our state representative, District 24, Donnie Idison, know damn well he ain't doing his job.
Oh boy.
Some of that money, that revenue, is supposed to go back to the homelessness and people that's on drugs.
First of all, how you going to blame Donnie?
You got to. Because he's the majority.
He's not.
Ain't he majority leader?
He's the minority leader. Minority leader,
I say.
Right. What does that mean? That means that minority and majority. The majority makes the rules up there pretty much.
But hold up, Lincoln. That can go inside his district where he at to help the homeless people. With the money, they're not giving the money to the
You can suggest a whole lot of things that you want to do with the money, whether it's going to pass in the General Assembly when they vote on it. That's another thing.
But Lincoln, you got to give money back from the gambling. They're not giving the money back.
What are they doing? What are they doing with it? What are they doing with it?
That's the question we need to ask our state representative, District 24. What are they doing with it? Why are they not receiving the funds?
It goes into the general fund, I'm sure. I don't know whether the gambling money goes into a pot on its own and they take it out of that. If it goes into the general fund, then it could be anywhere.
But anywhere, helping developers, that's what it's doing. The corporations, that's what it's doing. But it's not helping the homelessness or it's helping the drug problem we have in Cincinnati, Lincoln. That's what it's supposed to be. And they said, Hard Rock and them said, well, we're going to do this. We're going to sign a CBA, but they ain't signed no CBA.
I never heard, I don't remember them ever saying they were going to sign that.
That's their CBA by getting back to the homelessness and the drug addiction problem. But that ain't true.
They give to gambling addiction problems. That's what if they give money to anything, that's what it would be for.
We don't know. That's why we need to ask our representatives, where's the money going? Why nobody's not reporting that? But Lincoln, a black wave is coming, brother. A black wave is coming, man. And this time we're not just talking. We're showing up, Lincoln. You know what I mean? We have been counted out, overlooked, taken for granted for too long. But not anymore, Lincoln. This is about power, Lincoln. This is about unity. This is about our voice being heard, Lincoln. And when we come together, we are the table, Lincoln.
Okay.
They draw the lines and silence the voices and play the same old game. But all they did was wake us up now off this one, Lincoln. Democrats, come correct.
All right.
Republicans, we see the play. We're not blind, Lincoln. And community, it's time for us to stand together. This ain't about red versus blue. This is about us, Lincoln. Us, the black churches, Lincoln. They all need to come together, put their differences in the closet, and it's time. The foolishness is over with, Lincoln. We really got work to do now. A November to remember, Lincoln. This is a November to remember, to make sure we all come out in numbers, Lincoln, because what's going on, Lincoln, is trickling way up here. It's coming to us. It's already up here to us.
All right.
Nobody's not treated fair, none of that. And I see the lobbyists, your friend ancestors, step down from the executive board, Lincoln. I've been calling that.
Wait. What executive board did she step down from?
The PE, the precinct executive.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah, she stepped down. How you gonna be a vice chair? You a lobbyist, Lincoln? There's conflict of interest. Been many years, but she ain't the only one. They got plenty more in them inside these parties.
I'm sure whatever Ann Sessler was doing was above board. I know Ann Sessler. She's a great person.
Lincoln.
Yes.
Lincoln. I know her too. She is a great person. Some things ain't meant right to happen right, Lincoln. It wasn't meant to be. She was a great person when she told me when I sat next to her at the Board of Elections, I saw Board of Education sitting next to her. You know, she lobbied for the stadium in the West End, but she had some type of heart when she said, I don't know why Jeff Birdie is like real focused on that area. She told me that I'm sitting next to her.
See, so there you go.
Something.
Okay, there you go. All right.
So she got a good heart. It's just something. That's why you're laughing. She got a good heart.
Okay, I'm out of time. Stefan, I gotta
Lincoln,
go.
But I love your brother. Nothing you can do about it. Playtime is over with the Democrat Party. It's time to get serious, Lincoln. That's
All right.
the plan, Lincoln.
Thanks for your call. That's going to wrap it up for me. Yeah, he's going to do his best. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. right here. Same time, same station, 1230 The Buzz. Same YouTube, The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230 The Buzz. Oh, that music. Groovy people, where are you? Where's the groovy people? Yeah, they need to change those rules. But I think it's the record industry is behind it. It's not YouTube. They wouldn't care if we played it or not. It's the record industry. I mean, if a song is so old, after a certain amount of years, they should let, you should be able to play records from a certain year on back, A song's been out 50-something years, you should be able to play it and get away with it. That's what I'm thinking,
I don't know.
They won't let you do that. I know. You can't do it, but that's what the new rules should be.
Yeah, it's the record companies.
Oh,
you gotta have certain clearance.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, somebody called and wanted to know how can they get a guest on your show. I told him to call back at 1 for you to come over here and talk to him. I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Jesus Christ. You're right, Paul Cunningham. I mean, it's the same show. It's just a different platform. I'm not testing any music. Oh, boy. J. Rose in the house. And I'm sure, did you pick J. Rose 8425? I don't think you picked that handle. Okay, Brent, remind me to never hire you as a promoter. You're so sarcastic there, Brent Beard. Oh, my God. Look. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't pick mine either, Jerica. I didn't pick mine either. It was there, and I just clicked on. Do the Dina dance. What is the Dina dance, DeGauss? Where is Dina Johnson? Is she on here? I don't even know her. See, I got to get used to everybody on here with these new names here. I need somebody to tell me who Dimsdiden. I got to find out who that is. I don't know if they did or not, David Herring. I don't know if he wasn't even down there. Oh, I keep forgetting to go on the air and tell people I met Mustafa at the event last week. Mustafa, and he's a biker. Had his bikers, you know how they wear those scarves, and they put the helmet on. I guess some of them don't even put a helmet on; they just had the scarf on. He had that on. He old as you calling you uncle. Okay. Let me know, Tamika Ware, 5040. My brother, who was from the Underground Railroad interview last week, really enjoyed it and wanted to say thank you. Okay. Brother Huey. Yes, she was jamming D-Gauss. The smaller the club, the bigger the party. Oh, God. Will you quit it, Brent? Will you please quit, Brent? Quit it. Just quit. I don't know, Sea Breeze. I'm sure he would love that, Dims Die. Oh, God, Alicia Reese. You can turn me off. Back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, Brent. Yeah, I think he is. He picked up all his bad habits. And, yeah. I wish he would just stop doing what he's doing. It's not funny. I mean, he thinks it's funny, Brent, but it's not. Maybe you could talk some sense into your friend, David Herring. He's your friend. He's definitely not my friend. If you talk to Sister Dorothy, James Muhammad, have her give me a call one day this week. What's up, Nat Turner? Chocolate Girl Wonder 69. How did you get that name? Chocolate Girl Wonder 69. What a name. Yes.
Maybe she was born in 69.
I don't know. Maybe that could be. Okay. All right. No, that's Fame, the betting public sports show. That's you, Fame. Well, okay. I didn't want to do it. I said that, but I moved on, Brent. I'm not harping on it 50 times a day. All right, Elaine Patterson. Hips galore. Blade. Oh, boy. I mean, we'll know it's Blade by the way he talks. We'll know it by the way he types. I was wondering that too. Oh, Ron Dula. Oh, boy. Ron Dula, I was just wondering where the Chocolate Girl Wonder came in. Oh, boy. Change happens. That's right. But, this is we don't like change. Blade is a typing grammar butcher. Yeah, yes, he is. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to sign off here. I'm looking at these folks cutting up at the Alabama Supreme Court. They cutting up. They raising hell on their redistricting plan. David Herring, that's an old handle from the Chop Shop. Samuel Campbell. What's up, Samuel Campbell? Oh, I was watching MS Now, but it's off now. But they were raising hell. They got that old guy from 60 Minutes on that said blacks need to just join the Republican Party. If they don't like what's going on, join the Republican Party. If they don't like the redlining, join the Republican Party. Unbelievable. All right, folks, I'm getting out of here. Go ahead, Terrence Howard. You can cut me off. I'll see y'all tomorrow, folks. I'm out.
Laredo remains a flashpoint for border-related tragedies.